you doing? And also, I'm doing great. I was gonna stream earlier today, but I was invited to boba. I was invited to go have boba. And I had boba indeed. I had boba indeed. And also some nice food. I had cranberry tea. A cranberry tea boba. It was very good. It was very, very good. I want something more fruity and refreshing. I had work earlier today. But it was a good time. How's everyone doing? Are you so hyped for more Tiny Bunny? I'm very hyped for more Tiny Bunny. We're not gonna finish it today like I initially thought, because I was gonna stream earlier in the day, but I had stuff. But that is fine. That means we get to play more of it throughout the booba. No, not booba. Boba. Boba tea. Boba tea. Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, it was really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I also bought my significant other milk. Just basic milk tea. Like, you know, the... But I definitely will be getting more boba throughout the week. The place I went to is pretty good. They have good food. They have good, like, Filipino, like, street food, which is really nice. They have some interesting items on the menu, and everything I've had there is, like, delicious. Lol. Lol. I'm right now just hearing the Tiny Bunny music going hard right now in my ear. You guys can't hear it yet, but it's like doo doo doo. It's trying to make me scared. It's trying to frighten me. It's trying to frighten me indeed. How is your guys' Sunday? Or wait, no, it's not Sunday. How is your guys' Monday? It feels like a Sunday because it was a holiday today. Victoria Day for my Canadian followers out there. So I had I only worked a half day. So I got the holiday. So it feels like a Sunday for me because it was only a half work day. How is everyone's Monday? I hope you all had a good Monday despite, you know, the fact it being Monday. It being Monday and all. Hi, Riser! How are you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna be playing more Tiny Bunny today, which I'm really excited for. Last time we completed episodes 1 and 2. We have 5 episodes in total, so there's 3, well, I shouldn't say episodes, chapters. We have 3 more chapters to do until we finish it, and I think on their Steam page they say there's like 20 some endings, dependent on choices. So I'm very curious on what ending we're gonna get when we get to it eventually. But I think today I'm gonna try my best to, we're for sure gonna complete chapter 3. We'll see how long it is after I complete chapter 3, because then maybe we'll move on to chapter 4. And then maybe save chapter 5 for the next time, next Monday. Hey, I'm 20 what? No, there's oh, the endings. I confused myself. Yeah, there's around 20 different endings, I think they said. Which I'm kind of curious as to how, because we haven't really gotten many choices yet throughout each chapter. Oh yeah, featuring 20 distinct endings. So maybe there's more options in these last 3 chapters? Because the only options I can really think about right now that we've had is either taking a glove or leaving it, standing up to our bullies or not. Those are like the only 2 choices that I think I recall. Which we chose to grab the glove, and then we chose not to stand up to our bullies because I thought that would be something that our main character would do. But yeah, last time was intense. We started. This is a series about kids going missing in the woods, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows where. And there's strange things in these woods near our house. We hear voices at night. There's a mysterious owl that keeps showing up at our little sister Olya's house. Or house window. I can't speak today, I guess. And then there's a lot of kids missing in the town. One of our bullies went missing the last chapter. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on just yet. Oh, also we met Fox Lady. She didn't tell us her name, so we gave her a name. Aliza. I think that's kind of what happened last time. So a lot of interesting stuff, I will say chapter 1 gave me quite the jump scare. It gave me quite the jump scare. It was very good though. It set up like the tone of the entire thing very well. I really like this visual novel, and I'm glad that it's finally done, because I think it was like they're releasing it chapter per chapter back in 2020, and I think they finished the 5th chapter like a couple of years ago. I don't know, but I think they were reworking a bunch of stuff too. Yeah, they finished episode... Oh, they do call it episodes. They finished episode 5, which is the final episode, and last year. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So yeah, they were working on this for at least like 5 years then. At least 5 whole years, which is crazy to think. Well, yeah, I'm very interested to see where the story is gonna go, because the little bits they did show here and there that we have seen look very good, and it's hyping up to something very interesting, because there hasn't been a whole lot that has happened yet. Well, there has and there hasn't. There has and there hasn't. Because we're just starting out, setting the tone. But I think this chapter is probably going to be the chapter where more begins to unfold, because it's the halfway point. Halfway point in the story. So perhaps we will figure out more of what's happening to the missing children. Because all we know is they're going missing, and that's it. We don't know the extent of that. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Also, I'm really excited for our next visual novel for Visual Novel Mondays. The one I intend to play next is called Grace's Posthumous Wish. And it is a story about curses, and that there's a specific flower that you can make a wish on. And yeah, and then you look into the memories of one of your dead classmates and stuff. Classmate of yours passes away, and you don't know why. I'm so excited. Hi, Artistic, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm talking about the next visual novel I plan on playing for Visual Novel Mondays. It's called Grace's Posthumous Wish. It looks very pretty. The art looks very pretty, so I'm excited to try it out when we get to it. They're so fluffy, I have to pet. Yes, yes, yes. Honestly, this hair does look very fluffy. It probably feels so soft. No. I drink my Gatorade. But yeah, I have so many horror visual novels lined up. Like, so many. That I think you guys will very much like for Mondays. Thank you for the head pats again. As I actually also picked up the house in Fata Morgana, which is like a gothic horror story of sorts, which looks very interesting. The art looks so delicious. It looks so delectable. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the house in. Yeah. No, it looks so cool. The art looks so good. Hi, speaker. How are you doing? Welcome on in. We're yapping before we continue on with some more Tiny Bunny. We're gonna be doing chapters 3 today, and maybe chapter 4 as well. It depends how long chapter 3 takes. We shall see. We're just doing some yapping beforehand. I got so many visual novels that I'm so excited to show you guys for Mondays. So many. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. No, it's a very good horror series. Very, very good visual novel. It's all in like a black and white aesthetic, which I like. I think the last visual novel I had played that had that black and white aesthetic was Slay the Princess, which I do want to get back to Slay the Princess to try different routes and like unlock different princesses. That's like one of my favorite visual novels though too, is Slay the Princess. It's such a good story. It would just be really nice to unlock more princesses. That one's just like so good. The nice part is fully voice acted too, so less reading for me. Less reading for me. I mean, this one has voice acting too, but it's all Russian voice acting, so I will read it out anyways. But like the voice acting have heard in this game is very good. It's very, very good. I like it a lot. It is so good. It's so good. Wow, wow, wow. Need me some more voice acting. Or voice acting in visual novels. There's also this other really good one I've played a couple years ago called 1000X Resist, and it's so good. That one's fully voiced as well. It's like a sci-fi sort of post-apocalyptic. I got my knife. Wow, 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 wow. Limbus Company is a pretty good story if you ever check it out. I think I've heard that name before. I think I've heard that name. Let me look it up actually. I have my Steam open. Okay, I got confused. I was like, why am I hearing random whispers? It's like, oh, it's in on oh wait, I have it in my library? I don't remember it. Oh, is it like the Steam family? Oh, it's probably through Steam family because I'm Steam married to Fern. That would make sense. It was like, bro, I don't remember buying this. Oh, I guess I have it. Oh, I guess it's free. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Hi, welcome on in. Wow, wow. Olympus? I don't think I've heard the name Olympus Company, but it doesn't really look familiar. It's a free game either way. Yeah. I'm on this Steam page right now, looking at it. Lead your group of 12 sinners enter into a buried facility of. Oh, okay. Oh, it's turn-based combat. I'm perfectly fine with turn-based combat. Yay, knife, Lamau. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I do think I recall the name, but I don't think I've ever played. All right. Maybe I will check that out. Because I don't mind turn-based combat, although there are other games in the franchise such as Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Runia. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, okay. I'm looking. Intriguing. Intriguing indeed. Well, I guess it's in my Steam library anyway. I don't know why. I don't remember when I would have put it in there, but sure. I mean, it's a free game either way, so. Makes sense. It was probably my gremlin brain of, oh, free game, oh, sale, oh, and then putting it in my Steam library. Thank you for the headpats. I tend to do that sometimes where it's like I'm remotely somewhat interested in a game or series or whatever, and I'm like, oh, it's on sale right now, time to pick it up, and then never play it. well, eventually play it, but it sits there in my Steam library for a while. Hi, Wishy. Hi, Jace. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm gonna be playing Tiny Bunny today. Chapter 3. And depending how long chapter 3 is, maybe also chapter 4. Maybe. Fair. Yeah. Listen, I got a big backlog of games. If I stop buying games now, I would be good. I would be good. I would be golden. Like, I think I recently, well, not recently, I guess a few months ago, bought the whole Deus Ex series of games. Because they were on a sale. So I have all of Deus Ex as a series. I still have the whole Doom series I need to play. I still have the Stalker series I need to play. What else? I have all the Resident Evils I need to play. I do actually intend to play those ones. I mean, I intend to play everything, but... Oh yeah, I have all the Metro Exodus games, the Metro games that I need to play. What else? Dead Space games I need to play. Hi, Owie, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. What else do I got? I have so many. Thank you for the headpats again. Oh, so you should play the other 2 games to understand some aspects. Oh, I see. I just woke up. It's almost 5 p.m. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. for me right now. It's 5 p.m. for me. Oh yeah, I have the God Eater games. I forgot about that. They were on sale and my friend played them a little bit. Metro and Dead Space are death worth checking out. Yeah, I actually was gonna put Metro on my schedule, but there was a few other games I wanted to do first. That's my trouble. Wish you will get a bunch of head pats from now on. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah, I have a lot. Oh. Yeah, I got all of Doom. I got the Psychonauts games, both 1 and 2. Week is well. Hi, Zachary, how are you doing? I'm so cooked this week. I have four graveyard ships? That's crazy. Oh my god, I feel so bad for you. That would suck. Wow. Graveyard ships don't sound— oh yeah, I have all the Far Cry games. I forgot about that. I picked them up because I'm like, you know what? They're like really cheap right now. Let's get the Far Cry games, I guess. I cannot be stopped. I'm taking my frustrations out. Y'all getting cheesed. No! Not the cheese! I don't want the cheese touch. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to eat some cheese right now. I like cheese. Cheese would be delightful. Ooh, oh yeah, Fear. I got Fear. I tried to run the first game. It just don't run too well on newer computers. I'm getting a brick. What the fuck? That's rude. What if I want to eat the brick? What then? What if I want a brick to the face? So fun little aspect for Limbus is that you're struggling with the fight. You can borrow a unit and— oh, okay, that's kind of a cool aspect. That I'm eating you. What if I want that? Thank you for the hydrate. BRB, I'm making piss. Thank you. The dot. What if I want to be eaten and gone? Hmm? Nothing you can do about it, Buster. Yeah, it's kind of crazy scrolling through my Steam library. I'm like, damn, man, I need to actually play these games. It's fine though. I'm getting through my backlog. Because I actually like to figure out what I want. Also, hi to a chat. Hello. I did set up my multi-chat because they don't enforce that anymore. They're like, yo, you're Gucci to do it. You're Gucci to do it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Perfect. It's like that works out very nicely for me. Oh, I still need to play Red Dead 2, the story. I go through like my play next section on Steam to figure out what to put on my schedule sometimes, because I'm like, what is Steam wanting me to play? Oh, this game. Okay, we're putting that on the schedule. That's kind of what I do sometimes, because I also, ooh, that's right, Project Zomboid. I would want to try that, but if I would do that, I would want to like get like Bonnie and like Echo or something. I'm at 3. Nah, Steam is sus. Nah. Nah. Steam is my beloved. My beloved Steam. Oh, what's this game? Wait a minute. A new game for what? I do kind of like the vibes for it. It's like a nice little pixel arty. Ooh. Let me plop that down the wish list. The caffeine will be my savior and downfall all in one. Exactly. Exactly. Kinda how it goes. Kinda how it goes. Have I played horror? What have I played? I played a plenty of games, mostly horror. But I do like action and mystery. I like anything as long as it has a good story. Combat don't matter to me. Some of the best stories I've played were like simple RPG Maker graphics, and they're beautiful, beautiful stories. I think just was it earlier this year or last year? I think it was late last year we played Off. That was good. That was a very good game. I miss it. Oh, and then earlier this year we played Amori, and I cried forever. I cried forever. I like games that make me bawl my eyes out sometimes too. Have you played Protocol, a game from the original Dead Space games? I have not played Protocol. I don't think I have. You should totally play Day Shift at Freddy's. Day Shift. Oh, that's not coming up. Protocol. Because I have a game named Protocol that is by the people who have I've played another game of theirs. Not sure if it's the same one. Oh, it's on Game Jolt. Oh, I see. It's Visceral Games. What did they make? It's not. I'm not. Okay. Wah, 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 wah. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm absolutely jamming. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Oh my god. I'm looking through games. If it could run properly, it'd be epic to make you guys and Spore play Spore. Have little creatures running around. It's from 2008 though, so I don't think it'd run very well on newer systems. That'd be wild. Be a little Spore gremlin. Have you played Scarlet Hollow? I actually have. I played the first chapter a while ago. I actually quite like it. It's definitely a lot more of a slower pace compared to Slay the Princess. I do want to revisit it though for a Visual Novel Mondays another time. That's on the list. That's on the list because I only played the first little bit, and I did like it. I just love your long hair. Thank you. I know I like it too. I like how bouncy it is. Should continue. There are more chapters and it gets good. Yeah, I think they were still releasing chapters when I played it. I played the first chapter, it looks like last year. But yeah, like I liked the first bit. It definitely had a slower pace than like their other game, but I did like it. Yeah, it looks, oh, very nice. Oh yeah, it looks like they released episode 5 of Scarlet Hollow. Yeah, that'll definitely be on the list for Visual Novel Mondays. I think I kind of want to save it for when they're done, like as far as like the chapters. Have you played all 3 of the Witcher games? I have played the first one back in my PNG tuber days. I have. I never finished it. I got like, I kind of locked myself out of like a quest. I was like, I don't know what happened, but I somehow got stuck on a quest and it just would not let me continue. So I was like, oh man. I didn't continue. But yeah, I played that back, oh my god, how long ago? ...2021. I played 20 hours of the first Witcher back in 2021, and then I got locked out of a quest. I still vividly remember the first major boss you fight in that because of how many times I had to redo that, because the lady that was supposed to help me and heal and whatnot kept passing out. She kept pissing me off. Ugh. Because that game is a little janky, but it is like an older game. The movement isn't the best, but you know what? I like the vibes of it. I do like the vibes of it. It's pretty good. But yeah, that would have to be one I'll have to revisit, because I do think I got locked out of a quest, sadly. Wow, wow, wow. But yeah, I do own the rest of the Witcher games. I definitely would want to go back to the first one and play through it. That's a future thing for sure. And pray and pray and pray that I don't accidentally lock myself out of that quest again, because that was a quest that I needed to do in order to proceed with the story too. And I'm like, damn, okay, this sucks. Oh. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It be like that. Oh, gonna crack my back. The first 2 games of DSAF are kind of goofy, but the good route for DSAF 3 will have you crying. I almost did. Ooh, interesting. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. I'll check it out. I'm always open to checking out recommendations for games. Even though I do have a big stockpile, I always like checking out other games. I find some hidden gems sometimes. Which I'm excited for, like some games that I have in store for next week. A game I have in store then. I'm excited. Anyways. I think I'm gonna do a quick BRB, and we're gonna switch over to Tiny Bunny and continue and do chapter 3 and see what happens. I'll be right back. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see where the story goes. Because so far, I did kind of sum up in the chatting segment of what has happened so far, but I will do so again. So far, we did chapters 1 and 2. First chapter, we moved into our new place. Oh shit, what is this? Looks gorgeous. Chaos! Hi! Oh my god, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? No, this game's beautiful art. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art. It's a game where I was actually just about to sum up what happened last time. And the premise. Art is stunning already. It is. This game's been in like, they've been working on it since like 2020. It's a visual novel that is taking place in Russia. We are Anton. We moved to this new town. Our house is in the woods. Kids are going missing in these woods. There's something strange in the woods. We're hearing lots of voices and whatnot, and strange occurrences keep happening. We don't know what. There's a mysterious, like, owl figure at our little sister's window, and we're just hearing whispers and music and seeing animals dance in the woods. Yeah. So last time, we went to school for the first time. We met the fox lady, Alisa, and also We got bullied in the last chapter. We were getting bullied, and then one of our bullies went missing. He was taken. Maybe. Perhaps. By the owl? Because last time, our glasses got taken by the bully, Simon. I think his name was Simon or Simon. Might be a way to say Simon. Simon. Something like that. He took our glasses, but then we got them mysteriously back when the owl showed up. And then now he's missing. And that is where we are. Hurry, rave. Sure. Sure. I looked up the Witcher game. In some cases, quest has failed or erased permanently failed. Oh, that sucks. Let's go. You'll be my breakfast while I cook dinner for everyone. Ooh, what you cooking? What you cooking? They take our glasses, owl kicks their... Have you played Bully? Oh, I haven't, but I have it on Steam, but it doesn't run because it's an older game. There's probably a mod to fix it, though. Anyways. We're gonna do episode 3 today. So this is the aftermath of after one of our bullies just went missing. Shrimp tortellini with oh, that sounds amazing. Share with the class. Share with the class. Waiting for this stream. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. No, I'm so excited. So now this is chapter 3 of Tiny Bunny. If you were here, I would surely feed you. Hell yeah. All right, let us go. And let's see what happened to Simon. Let's see if we can find out what happens to the missing children. And if the owl will continue to visit us. The cold left the room, but the fear was still present. I placed the glasses on my nose and started studying my reflection in the window. Oh, the little animations like that are absolutely amazing. It didn't look like a face, more like a death mask. Just like the one worn by the boy from the notice board. At night, I was on the edge of joining him there. Black and white face was staring at me through the clearing between student heads. There he is. And it wasn't Vova. His face was right beside it. I recognized the fat cheeks, the damaged skin. Oh, hi Wolfman, how are you doing? I need to go back and watch the first stream of this. I wasn't able to watch it live that day. No, 100%. This is a really good story. Also, I did! 45 stream streak? You're insane. You're insane. Damn, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't it so good? It's so good. This reminds me of those scary movies. Oh yeah, kinda. No, I just love the art in this. It's so well done. It wasn't Vova. Oh wait, I already read that. Simon. Or Simon. Or I don't know how you pronounce his name. Baburin's photo was printed out and placed under the glass like an exhibition piece. He's missing! And now it's chapter 3. That was the end of chapter 2. I got off work not too long ago. Hell yeah! I hope it was a good day. And now we're on to chapter 3. Which, on end, the Wolfsgraver will stand. Oh boy. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous on what's gonna happen. But anyways, episode 3. Let's go. It's the one who hated Baburin. Oh god, I hear the faint whispers in my ears. I don't like that. Think he did it? I've heard he's a weirdo. I hurriedly rubbed my glasses. Glasses! Semyon was clutching them in his fist while I was getting beaten up. In just a couple of hours, this lost item was lying on the edge of my window. It was hard to imagine that Sioma suddenly got guilty conscience and returned my glasses in such a strange way. I was shocked but kept walking toward the classroom, accompanied by nasty whispers all around me. That photo still stood before my eyes. Well, I think I did something. Semyon has gone missing. Semyon is gone. I have voices in my head. I always have voices in my head. Oh, his fat fingers will never get to my throat. His signet ring won't smash into my chin. He'll never humiliate me again. Wasn't that what I wished for? On the other hand, did I really wish Semyon to become a murky stain on the notice board? He was still someone's son or a grandson, and he went through the same struggles as me. Did I really wish for my unseen companion to dispatch him in such a brutal fashion? I didn't know the answer. Or I was just scared of it. Nonetheless, school still had something nice about it. Paulina, the girl with the violin, was like a mountain spring. Like well water that you gulp down, pressing your lips against the zinc outer ring of a bucket. I can't ever get enough. What if I make her one of the characters in a story I'll draw? The protagonist will save her from terrifying monsters! As soon as I thought of monsters, a bunch of my classmates slid down the rails, smirking like the xenomorphs from the Alien. I immediately felt larvae of fear writhe in my stomach. I didn't want to cross paths with Romka and Biasha after what happened yesterday, especially since Semyon suddenly went missing. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna think it's me because they know the glasses were taken. I entered the classroom and went toward the last row. All the chatter suddenly died down, so I walked there in complete silence. I felt like my classmates pushed and poked me with their stares. They carefully observed my every move. They looked at me with a mortifying mix of pity, ridicule, and derision. Literally said he was thirsty for it. Leave him alone! He's a young lad with like a crush. He's a young lad with a crush! She was like the only one that's been nice to him at this school. Like a scientist looking at an ugly representative of a newfound species of worms. I stared at the desk with the huge pile of library textbooks on top, my fist clenched. I felt like I was the one who disappeared in that snowy forest, and my desk was finally used for something worthwhile. Semyon's empty chair stood in front of me. The chair that once belonged to Vova gathered dust somewhere in another classroom. And, what? I'm not old! Stop bullying me! Well, I guess, we'll sit down. After a moment of hesitation, I sat down at Baburin's desk, a place where I was supposed to be assigned by Lilia Pavlovna at first. Chatter resumed as if someone just unpaused a movie. Baburin's grandma made such a fuss when he didn't return home. First she ran to the school, then called the cops. Yes, yes, yes! I like the way she says da-da-da! Katya snuck a cunning glance at me and then leaned into her neighbor and whispered something. Girls from the second row also leaned in. She shared something with them too. Whispers. Nods. She's creating rumors about me! I kept catching her stare on myself. Her neighbors stared too. The whole class was watching me. It was like they felt the need to watch me because they were searching for traces of blood on my fingers. I wanted to defend myself and shout, "Guys, listen, I'm innocent!" The delinquents turn around and stare at me in silence. Their looks were dripping with malice. But why? What did I do to them? Their friend went missing and they're still focused on me. Suddenly, I noticed Biasha drilling a hole in my nose with his eyes. Felt like he was about to point his finger at me and shout at the top of his lungs. Everyone look! Baburun slashed his glasses yesterday, and now he has them back! Murderer! He remained silent. There was nothing special at all about my glasses. I may be going mad, but I think Biasha knows something. He knows something, but he won't tell me what. As if looking for protection. Clutched the ruler until my hand hurt. You don't have to be Columbo to solve this. What's Columbo? American crime. Oh, well, I think I know Columbo because it's American. It sounded familiar. Homicide detective. I do like that they have the glossary for things like you don't understand. Who held a grudge against Baburin? Leave me alone! It wasn't me. Metal ruler fell out of my weak fingers and hit the floor with a jingle that made the other kids shudder. Katya bit her tongue and squirmed nervously. Chairs scraped against the floor. My classmates moved away from me. The exit toward the teacher's desk. I was not the only one to catch wind of that change. Romka and Biasha looked around and winced in contempt. Too bad they weren't afraid of me like everyone else. Shut it! I bet you Baburin got a whipping from his old hag and ran off. They'll find him soon. I watched one Columbo episode. I don't think I've ever seen Columbo, but I've heard of it very briefly. He'll find him all right. In a ravine with his stomach cut open. I gulped. I imagined Sioma on a snowy blanket, his face, white like a fish belly, split down the middle by the crevice of his mouth, snowflakes falling on his glassy eyes and filling up his throat. See, I could almost hear his condescending tone. It's all your fault. But why was Semyon the only one to get his just desserts for bullying me? Weren't all of them supposed to disappear? Romka, Yasha, Katya, along with every laughing onlooker? Of course, Semyon did me a favor by disappearing. Thanks to him, my classmates now stared at me in awe. That was only one side of the coin. What if I'll have to repay that favor soon? The door creaked. Polina entered the classroom. I straightened up in a hurry so she wouldn't see me looking like a scared critter. Polina went to her seat without looking at me. No! My crush! Anton's crush, no! The ringers trilled announced the start of the class.
Так, заканчиваем бардак. Дети, встаньте.
Alright, stop messing around. Class, stand up!
Петров, тебя это тоже касается.
You too, Petrov. Lilia Pavlovna went to her desk, followed by a policeman in uniform. It was the man that visited us recently. Tall, and his stare was so sharp you could get cut on it. Yeah, this is the guy.
Здрасте.
Ahem. Hello there, kids. Hi.
Садитесь.
You can sit down, kids.
Познакомьтесь. Это старший лейтенант Константин Владимирович Тихонов.
I am gonna butcher that name. Oh my god. This is Senior Lieutenant Konstantin Vladimirovich Tikhonov. I tried my darndest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, any people who can speak Russian. I apologize.
Он задаст вам несколько вопросов и проведет небольшую лекцию по безопасности.
It's gonna ask you a couple of questions. Probably question. To give you a small PSA. The class livened up. Talking to a policeman was way better than studying. I, on the other hand, was ready to sit through hundreds of hours of Russian literature just to escape the lieutenant's oppressive stare. His brown eyes felt around the classroom, looking for me. Hair stood on the back of my neck, and an icicle had lodged in my gut. Shut the frick up, Katya! Is it true that Baburin got killed by a serial killer?
Екатерина, ну-ка цыц. Вопросы здесь взрослые задают.
Shush, let the adults ask questions here.
страшно?
We're all scared.
Может, убийца бродит где-то рядом?
Maybe the killer is somewhere close.
Или сидит у нас за спиной?
Maybe they're even sitting among us. Her sly stare was directed at me. Tikhonov stepped in between the rows of desks and started walking at an excruciatingly slow pace, brushing his fingers against the chairs he passed by. Some of the students almost broke their necks following his movements. That's how a crowd of commoners would gleefully anticipate a public execution in the Middle Ages. As he just walked, getting closer and closer to me, I gritted my teeth to stop myself from screaming. Calm down. Breathe. You didn't kill or kidnap anyone. He already knew the answer to his question, but the policeman still asked in a stern voice.
Petrov Anton?
Anton Petrov?
Да.
Yes.
Встань, Петров.
Stand up, Petrov. My muscles turned to stone. I got up, unglued myself from the chair. I felt like I could hear all my joints creak in the process. I only wished that Paulina wouldn't turn around and see the grimace of horror on my face. Only there could be somewhere far away in the forest, digging myself into a snow pile, rolling up into a ball there. The officer stared at me as if he was about to lock a pair of handcuffs on my wrists. I wonder how cold these bracelets are to the touch. I imagined myself getting jailed and put into a juvenile detention center, where tens of Semyons would constantly harass me.
Я ничего не знаю. Я тут ни при чем.
I don't know anything. I have nothing to do with this.
А тебя никто и не обвиняет.
Nobody's accusing you of anything.
Пока что.
For now. Only then I noticed a file that said case number in his hand. It had a gray cover made from rough carton. It flopped to my desk like a guillotine blade that slid down on someone's neck. Measured motion. Tikhonov opened the file, still studying me with his gaze. Your inflections are great in your reading. Thank you! I'm doing visual novels every Monday to improve reading. Thank you. I try. I caught a glimpse of documents and photos. They showed prints on the snow. They looked like animal prints.
Ты с Семеном Бабуриным общался?
Have you talked to Semyon Baburin before?
Я знал его всего одну неделю.
I only knew him for a week.
Все знают. Петров его.
Oh, shut the frick up, Katya. Get wrecked. Everyone knows that Petrov hated him. I turned red. You ugly. Oh my god. I wanted to sink my teeth into Katya's face and chew her out her cheek. Instantly, I replied with the calmest voice I could muster.
Мы повздорили не так давно.
We had a fight some time ago.
Он меня ударил.
He hit me. Is that female Malfoy? I mean, pretty much. Pretty much. A voice came from the side.
Хана тебе.
You're fucked.
Так, Пятифанов, а ну рот закрой.
Oh my goodness, I am gonna butcher that name, oh my lord. Hey, Pete. I'm not even gonna try. She said it. She said it. Hey, shut your mouth. I staggered, barely able to keep my balance. Surprisingly, Lilia Pavlovna came to my rescue.
Бабурин проблемный подросток. С шилом кое-где.
Baburin is a troubled teen. A true pain in the rear. The officer replied with a meaningful nod and fished out a notebook out of his file. Out of the file.
Это твое?
Is this yours? I averted my gaze. It was a math notebook with my name on it. Classmates devoured me greedily with their eyes. It felt like even the writers on the portraits squinted at me in suspicion.
Моё.
Yes?
В лесу нашли.
We found it in the forest.
Там же тракторист, что снег убирал в последний раз, видел Бабурина.
Oh, God. The area where the tractor driver was plowing snow there, I last saw Baburin. I started blinking in bewilderment. Romka ransacked my school bag. Notebook probably just got lost somewhere in the bushes. The lieutenant knew about the school brawl, but he was aware of the fight in the forest clearing. I had witnesses that could testify to. Semyon and I walking in different directions after that. I looked toward the boys, hopeful. They're not gonna help me. Romko sat behind Tikhonov. Oh, words are hard. Put a finger to his lips. When the officer quickly turned around, he pretended to pick his nose. I deciphered his signal. Boys like Romko would probably say something like, snitches get stitches, in a situation like this. I frantically fixed my glasses. Wait, Semyon took them away yesterday, but now they're...
Так что ты делал вчера в лесу, Антон?
What were you doing in the forest yesterday, Anton?
Я в школу через лес хожу.
I go to school through the forest.
Могла выпасть легко.
It could have easily fallen out of my bag. Easily, just like me producing this half-truth.
Будь осторожнее.
Be careful out there. Before I could realize whether it was a genuine piece of advice or a veiled threat, the teacher said,
Класс. А сейчас лейтенант расскажет о правилах, которые вам необходимо соблюдать.
Class, the officer will now tell you about some rules you should follow.
Так маньяк все.
Oh my god, shush your face! Shut your face! The killer does exist!
Пока мы ничего вам сказать не можем.
We can't make any of this public for now.
Но есть преступник или нет, вы должны четко помнить о собственной безопасности.
Whether the criminal really exists or not, you should be mindful of your safety. Katya looks evil. She is. She is evil.
Вас бережет милиция. Вас опекают родители и учителя. Но в первую очередь защищать себя должны вы сами.
The police, your parents, and your teachers all watch over you, but no one guards you better than you guard yourself.
Итак, кто там что хотел?
Alright. Any questions? Stockade of arms rose from the desks. The kids shout over each other, swarming the policeman with questions. In an attempt to calm down that chorus, he moved toward the blackboard. The gray file was left lying in front of me. Oh god, he forgot his file with all the pictures of evidence and everything. Oh. I stared at it, my breathing so ragged that I might have looked like someone who just ran a 100-meter sprint. Beads of sweat rolled down my back. And I look around the classroom. My classmates were catching officers' every word. Only Romko was saying something to Biasha. Lilia Pavlovna, staring into the window, fighting back yawns. Oh!
Слишком мало времени.
Ah! No, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking a little look-see-peeksy. As soon as I touched the folder, Tikhonov lashed at me with his eyes. My hand instinctively moved away as if the stare actually hurt. The officer just kept staring at me without saying a word, making me squirm under the weight of his uncomfortable silence and the sneering look of my classmates. And then he suddenly continued his speech as if nothing ever happened. Oh, so I have to time it. I have to time it when he looks away. Got it! Nobody paid me any mind, so I slowly opened the file. My fingers started sifting through the documents. Oh. Ksenia Talalavea. 6 years old, left her home sometime in December. Identifying features, okay. My arm was jumped out from my ribcage. A round-faced girl, no older than Olya, smiled at me from the photo. First victim of a serial killer? First child to disappear in the forest without a trace? I turned another page. Vladimir 10 years old. Vova was the second. His mitten, hanging from the branch, his name called out by desperate adults, repeated by the sneering echo. Lilia coughed, trying to calm down the ruddy students. I yanked my hand away and the file closed. Oh. Bro made me almost shit my pants! How did he move that fast? How did he move that fast? Damn! Not in 4K. I clanged my teeth from surprise, pushed myself into the back of my chair, blinking in bewilderment. Officer silently gathered the documents, gave me a stern look.
Больно ты любопытный, Петров.
Well, aren't you a curious boy, Petrov?
И еще раз.
Let me say this again.
Если вы заметите в поселке кого-то подозрительного, неважно, возле школы или на лесной тропинке, сразу сообщайте в милицию.
See anyone suspicious in the village, be it near the school or on the forest trail, contact the police immediately.
Телефон-то знаете?
You know our number, right? 02.
Спасибо, ребята.
I say the cop didn't want to be the first time. True. I don't think he did it. I think... I have a theory that... Actually, no. I'll hold off. I'll hold off for now. So we get more information. Thanks for listening, boys and girls.
Спасибо, Лилия Павловна.
Thank you, Lilia.
И это,
And
одноклассника вашего мы найдем.
we'll find your classmate. Yeah, right, a thought flashed through my mind. Dig through enough ditches and maybe you'll be able to piece him together. Like Legos. Yo! Okay, that's unintentionally kind of funny. Nice, Anthon. My thoughts turned evil for some reason. I couldn't control them. I tried to switch to the lieutenant's speech about suspicious individuals. What if I saw the killer before? What if I was a hair's breadth away from them? Suspicious people. How suspicious was the fox girl that wandered in the darkness? A weirdo that always appears out of nowhere and then dissolves into thin air with her riddles and rhymes? But I want to know your theory. I think... So you know how we see like that owl and stuff? Like there's an owl that appears in Oya, like at Oya's room every night. And there's other animals we saw like dancing in the field and we met the fox. What if the forest is turning the missing children into creatures of the forest? What if they're becoming one with the forest? What if that's what's happening? Like they're not getting killed. What if they're transforming? Because like there's that strange person, Alisa. Maybe the owl is one of the missing kids. What if it's the one that looks like Oya that we just saw a picture of? That's my theory for now, is that the kids are being turned into parts of the forest. I think. Potentially. That's what I'm sticking with for now, but who knows? I could be totally off base. But it seems likely. Did she really harm the hulking Semyon? Did I tell the officer about her? What if lives of the other kids depend on this? Or the cute, Antonia and Vova too? Wait, what if I get mocked for speaking out? What if they'll start whispering behind my back? Or what's even worse, they think that I'm insane? Romka gave me a stern look over the shoulder. I doubt someone like him would approve of cooperating with the police. Katya's braid dangled nervously behind the delinquent sitting in front of me. And was glued to the desk.
До свидания, лейтенант.
Tikhonov saying goodbye to Lilia. So maybe good kids join and the bad ones get knocked off like the bully then? Potentially. Potentially. Because, like, Semyon was taken and our glasses were returned to us. Maybe... Because we kind of befriended Aliza, which was the fox lady. So yeah, maybe, like, the good kids get to be one with the forest. Or maybe it's, like, a decision that the kid has to make if they would like to be part of the forest or not. And if they choose not, then they just get killed or something. Or yeah, maybe it's like a good or bad kids. That's kind of what I think it's something along those lines. He was about to leave. It'll be too late soon. Oh, should I tell him about Aliza? Stay silent or tell him? Ooh, that's a rough decision. That's a rough choice. What, tell him, like, hey, there's like a fox person. I don't think he'd believe me. Fuck, dude. I kind of want to tell him, but he'd look at me like I'm crazy. No one believe me anyway. I think, realistically, Anton would stay silent. Ah, this is gonna determine the ending. Oh, should we tell him about, like, hey, there's this person with a fox mask around. It probably wouldn't hurt. Well, actually, it's probably gonna hurt because I'm gonna get the shit rocked out of me if I tell him, I think. Oh no! Why? Maybe I should mention something. I think Elysia is harmless, potentially. Actually, no, I don't know that for sure. She gave me candy. Oh, she gave me candy. Everyone knows candy is good to take from strangers. Yes. But she might be one of the missing kids. Because we don't know how many of them are missing. Well, we know 3 for sure, because Semyon and Vova and that young girl, but we didn't get to look at the rest of the files, so we don't know how many are missing. We also don't know how many like people are in the woods. Like as far as the animals. I'm gonna tell him. I include my palm from the table. I need to warn him at the very least, for Oya's sake. Assure her safety in the house near the squeaky pines. Raise my hand heavily as a dumbbell.
Простите.
Excuse me. Don't look at me! Almost 24 heads turned my way. My teacher, the officer, Paulina. Katya shoved an elbow into her friend's side. Sleepy Biasha stretched out his neck. Romka frowned inquiringly.
Я слушаю.
I'm listening. Felt like I was being studied under a microscope.
Вчера утром по дороге в школу я видел незнакомого человека.
Yesterday when I was walking to school in the morning, I saw an unfamiliar person. Hi Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in! We're playing We're Tiny Bunny. We're doing chapter 3. A police officer's visiting the school after Semyon went missing. Classmates started whispering. Tikhonov's frowned, deep wrinkle adorning the space between his eyebrows.
Да откуда ему знать, чужак это или кто-то из местных?
There's no way he'd be able to tell if it was an outsider or a local.
Он же в поселке без году неделя.
He just moved to our village. The other kid smirked. Katya flashed an evil smile.
Спокойствие.
I'm down.
Антон, а сможешь детальнее описать?
Can you describe them in more detail, Anton? And it dawned on me. I could do more than describe them. What I can do,
Я нарисовать могу.
I can draw them.
Я рисую немного.
I know how to draw, kind of. After spitting out this confession, I expected everyone to laugh, but that didn't happen. Even Katya stayed silent. No, they're gonna laugh after I draw her, because she's a fox. Week streak, yo! Crazy! Workday. I hope it was a good usual workday. Emma tilted her head and studied me with an intrigued look on her face. Oh, still at work? Crazy! You're crazy, Sam. I was pleased by this wave of attention. It made me feel bolder, so I asked,
Нарисовать?
you want me to? Tikhonov slowly nodded.
Лиль Павловна, мы тут проведем следственный эксперимент.
Hell yeah, we'll conduct a bit of an experiment here, alright?
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста.
Of course, of course. Got a pen, flattened out a sheet of paper. My classmates stared at me in anticipation. Paulina smiled as if it was the best reward I could get for my boldness.
Ну что, Ван Гог, рисуй.
We'll go on. Van Gogh, draw. She likes the artistic type. I mean, she is a musician. She plays violin. Oh. Oh, I can choose who to draw. Oh, but they're gonna laugh at me. I mean, that's what she looked like. But they're gonna be like, bro, you just saw a fox. That's kind of interesting. You can draw like pretty much whatever. Well, that is what I saw. That's what she looks like.
Вот, пожалуйста.
Here. I handed my drawing to the officer.
Это что, лиса?
No!
Смешно, юморист.
What's this? A fox? Very funny.
Прикажешь ее по лесу с собаками ловить?
Bro, just explain that we saw a fox mask. Like, they were wearing a fox mask. A kid drawing like this, however, is not common. We sent a pack of hunting dogs on its trail. Felt like the windows started shaking from everyone's laughter. Even Lilia couldn't help it.
Чё не так?
That's not it. Oh, get wrecked.
Тебе не попадался?
Hey, Petrov! Maybe you also met with the... What's that? A cult character created by Edward as one of the main characters in a book. Later featured in series. Oh, kind of cool. Also, let me save. Hilarious! Simply hilarious! I was burning at the stake of shame. I should have stayed quiet.
Что
Nah.
тут еще скажешь?
Case closed, I guess. Tikhonov crumpled my drawing in his fist.
Ну, занимайтесь.
Well, I'll be going. He left. Bell rang. Damn.
Придурочный.
Get wrecked, Katya! I didn't move. I just kept staring into space. Lilia passed by without looking my way. Paulina left after her. Classmates went silent at the same time as if someone muted the sound on TV. They followed me with their eyes the whole time I was passing between the rows. Judgmental looks. It felt like I was in the scopes of many sniper rifles. Damn. Squeezed through the barricade made of desks looking for Paulina. But I stumbled into my new buddies instead. Romka swaggered up to me.
Решил сдать нас ментам?
Decided to rat us out to the cops.
Но я ничего не сказал.
I didn't say anything.
Да то подумал на.
But sure as fuck thought about it, eh? Romka towered over me, breathing out a faint smell of tobacco.
Ты сильно ошибаешься, думая, что без Сёмы у тебя настанут веселые
You're-
деньки.
You're very wrong if you think that without Sioma, you'll have a better time here.
Можешь не притворяться дурачком, пытаясь удивить Полину своей мазнёй или корчить из себя психа.
You could stop your weird acts trying to impress Paulina with your doodles or by acting like a loony.
Мы тебя сосвету живем.
We'll make this place hell for you, got it? Oh, you
До
suck.
скорого, очкарик.
See you, Four Eyes. My head tilted forward from his slap.
Вот да лохна!
What a loser, eh? I wasn't surprised to find a note stuck to my back during the break. It said, "Pick me." My nightmare clearly wasn't about to end. Damn. It's been 7 days since the lieutenant visited our class. First glance, everything was still the same. The fact that their eyes blink kind of realistically and everything else is clearly just a moving image. I don't know, I kind of like the vibe. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Forest still had out its gnarly claws toward the village, and the wind whipped up white flags, viewed from the powdery snow every night. While my parents argued in the other room, I would turn up the TV's volume to silence their muffled voices and sit close to Olya. Bova and Semyon's photos are still 2 black spots on the notice board. Round-faced Senya hasn't returned home too. But something did change. I could see how different the looks of my classmates were. They met me with a new portion of pokes and insults. Contempt, mockery, and loneliness became my faithful companions. It adds to an unsettling aesthetic, and oh, 100% it does. I like it. But most importantly, a shadow slid across my desk, leaving behind a mysterious note. I glanced into the space between rows, but the messenger was already nowhere to be found. Who sent me this note? What could this carefully ripped out and neatly folded piece of paper be hiding from me? More threats and humiliation, or... I took the piece of paper and carefully inhaled the wafting aroma. Blackberry. Oh! Inside was a message in beautiful handwriting. I'm waiting at the dead end near the dressing room. Come alone. No, it's gonna be a prank! It's gonna be Katya or something! Drunk on that sudden call, I immediately started walking, looking over my shoulder from time to time, making sure nobody is following me. Even though I suspected it could be another trap set by Romka and Yasha at first, this buzzing thought soon left my mind. The two of them didn't have enough combined brain power to fake Paulina's notes so carefully. I didn't even notice how I almost broke into a run and jumped around the corner. As soon as I did that, I ran into somebody inside the dark nook.
Oi!
Paulina! Ow! Like a magic bird, a green notebook glided to my feet. Paulina puffed her cheeks in exaggerated anger.
Петров! Да ты совсем зрение потерял.
Petrov, have you lost your sight completely? I fixed my glasses. My nearsightedness wasn't that embarrassing anymore. I bent down and picked up the notebook.
Прости, я так торопился. Ты меня ждала? Что случилось?
I'm sorry, I was in a rush. Were you waiting for me? Did something happen? Paulina studied me with her eyes and clicked her tongue.
А знаешь, на что ты похож, Антоша?
You know what you look like, Antoshka?
На блюзовую импровизацию.
Like blues improv. I blinked in bewilderment.
Это как?
What do you mean?
Для меня все люди с чем-то ассоциируются.
I always associate people I know with something.
И для меня, но не с muzыкой же.
I do that too, but why music?
Вот как раз с музыкой.
It can't be anything other than music. I mean, that makes sense for her. She's like really into music. Wah, wah, wah. I had dinner ramen with pork. That sounds amazing.
Бывают люди гитарные соло, или барабанный бой, или военный марш, как наша Лилия Павловна.
Some people are like guitar solos, some are like drums. People like our Lilia are war marches.
А ты такой задумчивый, таинственный,
And you're so
иногда немного печальный.
and you're so thoughtful, so mysterious, sometimes even a bit sad.
Ты точно блюз.
You're definitely blues.
А почему импровизация?
What about the improv part?
А это когда слушатель не догадывается, куда свернет мелодия, какой темп возьмет.
I am very much like drums. I don't know what I would be like. I don't know. What do you think? What instrument do you think I would be like? How about loose? I'd be like a recorder. I'd be a recorder. I'd be a kazoo. I'd be a kazoo. A guitar with two handles. Oh, hell yeah, baby. That's awesome. I'd be cool. It's when the listener has no idea where the melody will go, what tempo it will adopt. Of course, some of the things Paulina said went completely over my head. But I couldn't stop looking at her smile, light like a breeze in May, and her eyes deep and blue.
Чтобы распознать в тебе музыку, нужен опыт и вкус.
One needs to have experience and taste to recognize the music in you.
Это не какая-то там эстрада.
You're not some pop music.
Я, наверное, вообще не знаю, что такое этот блюз.
I don't think I even know what blues is. Whoa, we just offended her. Paulina gasped and frowned, which made her look even more beautiful. Gotta go eat, but amazing streams. Thank you for being awesome. Later, Chaos! It was nice seeing you pop by! I hope you enjoy your food. You know the game Tenkin? I have heard of that game before. I don't think I've ever played.
Не произноси при мне такие слова. Я тебе обязательно дам кассету.
Don't say that to my face. I'll make sure to give you a cassette.
Раньше мне дедушка из города
Oh, I remember
столько музыки
cassettes.
привозил. И джаз, и свинг, и классику.
Grandpa used to bring me so much music from the city, jazz swing, and classical too.
Это он подметил, что у меня склад ума, как у музыканта.
He was the one to notice my musical mindset.
Я еще совсем
Aw.
маленькой пыталась на бумаге записать звуки природы. Пение дождя, леса.
When I was very little, I tried recording the sounds of nature on paper, the song of the rain, the forest.
Эх, мне бы твои уши.
Oh, I wish I had ears like yours.
А мне бы твои глаза.
I'd love to have your eyes. I tensed up, worried that she was making fun of me, but Paulina shook her head.
Да-да, я серьезно. У тебя глаза художника.
No, I'm serious. You have the eyes of an artist.
Смотришь на вещи и фиксируешь их. Я так не умею.
You're so good at picturing things. I can't do that. Katya walked past us with her trademark frosty glare. Oh, get out of here! We dove into the shadows, trying to escape it.
Теперь понимаешь, почему мы тут прячемся? Вот из-за таких, как она.
You understand why we're hiding here, right? Because of people like her.
А Катька какая мелодия.
And what kind of melody is Katya? Alina flashed me a sly smile.
Скрип несмазанных дверных петель.
The squeaking sound of unoiled door hinges. Nice. I'm so glad I was able to finally stop by again. Heck yeah! No, I'm glad were able to stop by.
Знаешь, такой мерзкий дискант.
You know, this nasty sound. I giggled, covering my mouth. Katya didn't hear our whispers, but she suddenly glanced over her shoulder, clearly annoyed. A moment later, she sighed and went her way. I remembered about the notebook I was still clutching in my hand. I turned it in my hands. Instead of a subject name, the front side had a name of the owner in 2 words. Friends only.
Любопытной Варваре кое-что оторвали.
Curiosity killed a cat, you know.
Прости, это анкета?
I'm sorry, is this a questionnaire?
Заполнял когда-нибудь?
Have you ever filled one?
Угу.
I lied that I had. In reality, girl classmates from my previous school have never asked me to fill their questionnaires. It was quite upsetting. I mean, it was a girl hobby. You just answer a set of standard questions about your favorite actors and colors. But entrusting someone with such a notebook was a sign of friendship. And maybe of something even more. Something I only had a vague idea about.
Хочешь, заполни мою?
You can fill in mine if you want. Fun fact, Stalin banned all music, so people would smuggle cassettes around, as number ones were easy to find on people. Oh. Once you used X-ray scan sheets, the sound it's horrible and would wear out quickly, but it was something people could play as a mini revolt against. Oh, that's really cool. That's a cool fact. I do not know that. My heartbeat quickened.
Хочу, спасибо.
I do, thank you. Oh my gosh, she's letting me fill out her questionnaire for friends. Alina giggled.
А хотя, там же столько секретов.
Actually, there's so many secrets there.
Наверное, лучше тебе не знать, о чем мы, девочки, думаем.
You're better off not knowing what we girls think. Reached for the notebook, playing with me. I tossed my finding into my free hand. Paulina tried to intercept my move. Her hair briefly touched my face, tickling my nose with its silky locks. I sensed an aroma that immediately filled the whole world. Fragrant. Alluring. Lively. Only I could picture it, steal it for myself. I felt dizzy, but I gathered myself and spoke in a voice reminiscent of Lieutenant Tikhonov.
Ваша анкета является важнейшей уликой.
Regnant.
Я вынужден изъять ее для изучения.
Listen, I can't speak! Don't make fun of me! Questionnaire is an important piece of evidence, so I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate it for further examination. Paulina covered her mouth that rounded in fake horror.
И что мне грозит за сокрытие улик?
What are the implications of concealing evidence?
Следствие покажет.
We'll decide that in the course of our investigation.
Сдаюсь, товарищ
I
милиционер.
surrender, Mr. Policeman.
Только обещайте ничего не читать.
Just promise you won't read anything.
Здесь содержатся секретные сведения.
It's full of sensitive information.
Боюсь, что мне все-таки придется выяснить, не влюблен ли кто в гражданина
Bro,
Петрова.
Anton's flirting! It's kind of cringe, but you know, Anton's flirting! I'm afraid I'll have to investigate whether someone is in love with Mr. Petrov. Marina burst out laughing and pressed herself against my chest, charring me with the aroma of her hair and her milky skin that looked almost transparent, with tiny threads of veins running underneath it. Her whisper was hot, like a piece of butter sizzling on a pan.
Тогда поклянитесь, что не станете
And
разглашать информацию.
And swear that you'll keep this information private.
Честная милицейская.
I swear on my police badge.
А теперь, Антоша, самое время
Yes,
поторопиться.
Riz. Yes, Riz. That's crazy. Anton, you're insane. Really weird way to say she's pale as snow. Now we need to hurry, Antoshka. Antosha. I took out the notebook during my class. Skimmed through it, reading into other people's preferences. I was quite surprised to discover Romka's jerky handwriting inside. His letters bulged out of the cells, as if embarrassed by their shapeliness. Here's some Romka found some time for something so silly. I chuckled into my I checked into my fist after I found out that Romka's favorite cartoon is not even Darkwing Duck, but DuckTales. Hi, Jared, how are you doing? Somewhere in the distance, the teacher was reciting pieces of Andrev's Snapper. I paid them no mind. Paulina's page was decorated with flower, drawings, and clippings from the Cool Girl magazine. Her favorite musician is Schubert. Her best friend is her grandpa. Her hobby is not violin like I expected, but much more mysterious listening. Such a mundane process really be someone's hobby? I looked at Paulina over the heads of other students. She was focused on taking notes. I flipped the pages until I found a blank one, armed myself with a pen. Anton Petrov, class 6B. It took a long time to decide on my favorite musician until a trendy pop band, Car Band, came to mind with cool dancers in their music videos. Mundane processes, she's clearly training to be a spy. True. Oh look, the cool guy S is on the side. Favorite holiday, this one's easy, New Year's. Really? My hobby is drawing. My dream? Going to Disneyland, I guess. My hero. And moved on its own, writing "da." I stopped on those two letters. What if those who read this after me will find my answer laughable and stupid? After thinking for a bit, I decided that not everything should be disclosed on paper. That's how "da" turned into Spy Dar Man. The spelling was wrong, but who cares? Your biggest fear, huh? Amelie wrote, losing a person who's dear to me. Your phone number. No secret here. 30395. Favorite cartoon. Transformers. That's a good choice, Anton. Transformers is pretty awesome. Your best friend. I hesitated, gnawing on the pen's cap. Your best friend. I read the question out loud, but it was easy. But at the same time, very important. Answer to that was my sister's name, so I carefully wrote it into squares. Olya. Aw, that's so cute. Olya. I repeated my sister's name while sneaking out of the school. That's a fact. There was a cute, freshly drawn dragon in my notebook that I made to please my beloved sister. This land of darkness and deceit, her sport was the only thing that inspired me to keep drawing and stopped me from losing hope in humanity. Refreshing, frosty air made my cheeks turn beet red. It was bright outside and the sun looked like a whole egg yolk. The road looked like as if it was the road looked as if it was slivered. The snow sparkled under the sunlight. I smiled, squinting from the blinding whiteness. Who cares if I don't have any true friends anymore? I have something more important, someone who needs my help, who will never betray or hurt me. Does every kid that's not a bully draw this good? I guess? I guess so. I guess so. I feel like if you were bullied, you're most likely an art kid. Felt as an art kid. Family is the most important thing ever. That's what Dad always told me. Hey, what's up with that stupid grin? My numb lips immediately shrank. Yasha was shuffling his feet in the middle of the yard, his boots restless on the ice. Not a grin. I tried to go around him, but to no avail. Lady Fortune waved me goodbye, disappearing in the early twilight. In a hurry, eh?
Немного. Меня папа ждет.
A little bit. Dad is waiting for me. I'll shoot him a pager message that you're not coming, eh? My eye flinched unwittingly. My skin dampened. Let's go, eh? We have a small business to discuss. I felt chills run all over my body. I didn't like the sound of that small business. Those words accompanied by spitting normally hid very dark deeds underneath them. Strangers that used to call our old apartment used to say, Get your old man, we have small business to discuss. Yasha turned around, like an astronaut in this tight hood. If I were to imagine him as a sound, he'd be a deafening whistle, signal given by someone who stands watch. My demise, there was nobody at the backyard. Apart from the grim-faced Romka. He stood there, his feet wide apart with his right hand hidden behind his back. Romka's dry lips were tightly pursed. He kept shooting glances at me as he looked around. There he is, eh?
Вижу.
I could see that.
Ну,
Oh
здорово,
no! They're gonna encounter me because their friend's missing. Save real quick. Well, hello there, Antosha.
Что тебе нужно?
What do you want? No! He slowly took out a thin, carnivorously shiny blade from behind his back. A knife, the steel butterfly of death that flies towards its victim's heartbeat. I stepped back instinctively and rammed my back into Yasha. Romka's minion pushed me back.
А мы с Бешей хотели узнать.
We wanted to know.
Ты не держишь на нас обиду?
Do you have any hard feelings for me or Biasha? Romka started picking on his yellow nail, looking at me with an evil smirk on his face.
Ну, там, в лесу. Мы были немного грубы с тобой.
Well, there, in the forest, we kinda roughed you up. It's just our poor upbringing, you know.
Да, до вас городских далеко.
Yeah, I'm not as cultured as you city folk.
Вот порой нас и заносит.
So we get feisty sometimes. I nodded, my eyes glued to the knife. The blade glowed under the setting sun, and Romka's eyes had the same evil glow. Ah! No! He stepped toward me. His knife traveled inches away from my coat. One movement and steel would cut into the cloth and if he pushes deeper.
Нам одна птичка напела. Ты опять возле Полины отирался?
A little bird told us you were snooping about Paulina again. I was so scared that it took me a while to remember who Paulina was. My brain was malfunctioning, my knees were shaking. Suddenly, our class rep slowly walked up to Romka from behind. You know! She did see us! And I told him about it! No! This punks that will be in jail when they get older. Yeah. Indeed.
Смотрю, мальчики.
Oh,
вы нашли
yeah!
язык.
I see you boys are getting along quite well.
За мной должок, Катька.
I owe you one, Katya.
Ой, не благодари, Ромочка. Я всегда на страже настоящей любви.
Oh, no need to thank me, Romochka. I'm always fighting for true love.
Да-да-да.
Yes, yes, yes. I like the way she says that every time. Da da da. I'll kill you, I swear.
Так, я не слышу. Ты к Полине подходил или нет?
I can't hear you. Were you near Paulina or not?
Мы так болтали.
Well, we didn't hang out or anything.
Болтать будешь кишками, когда я тебе брюхо вскрою.
Only thing hanging out here will be your guts when I cut open your stomach. The blade slid across my sleeve with its dull side and reached my collar. Wind made my face cold, but a bead of sweat still trickled from my temple. A switch flipped in my head. It all made sense now. I remembered Rumkus constantly sneaking glances at Paulina. I remembered his scrawly handwriting in the questionnaire. Why didn't I study it more in depth?
Еще раз замечу рядом с Полинкой, пеняй на себя.
He has a crush on Paulina! Wish you get them with your knife. I wish I could! I see you near Paulina even once and you won't get away with a simple bump.
Усек?
Got it?
Да.
Yes.
Пшел вон!
Now scram! He's probably so hypnotized by the knife that Ronka had to repeat his threat.
Вон!
Scram! I thought about the cold, sharp blade when retreating from the yard. I was asking myself whether I had enough courage to break the promise I made to these bastards. The aftertaste of horrible water I drank down my meds with lingered in my mouth. My thoughts were focused on Paulina. Baromka's threat was also on my mind. I wandered around the house, feeling intoxicated, and nodded to everything my sister said without trying to discern her words. Alia was talking non-stop at times, lifting up her arms and laughing, only then suddenly going quiet and giving Mom's signature a gnarly look. I thinked out of the prison in my own mind. Where seething thoughts pecked at my brain like harpies, stopping me from coming back to reality. Hi Lion, how are you doing? Welcome in. Ayo, what's powin'? We're playing more Tiny Bunny. We're in chapter 3 right now. I stared at back. Alia looked like a mini version of our mom right now. Well, to be precise, she looked like the person Mom turned into when we moved here, with her intimidating posture and her eyebrows directed toward the ceiling.
Ты меня не слушал, так?
You weren't listening to me, were you? She tried spitting out those words at me, copying facial expressions of the person she spent almost all her free time with. For a moment, I felt like the light Alia exuded all these years waned and wavered in the wind of prolonged changes. Very soon, my beautiful princess will turn into a dragon that was once guarding her prison tower. But that was much scarier to me than any other horror sneaking up to me from the future.
Оля, прости.
Sorry, Oya.
Ты же не сердишься, правда? Я просто задумалась.
I didn't want to make you mad. I just got lost in thought. I looked around the room, my gaze jumping from one object to another like a hungry beast, trying to find anything that could distract Alia.
А давай в приставку поиграем.
Let's play the console! Oya pouted, but there was a spark of interest in her small emerald eyes. Snow Queen's ice shard inside them started thawing.
А как же второй джойстик? Не работает же.
And what about the second controller? It's not working!
А папе починить некогда.
Dad has no time to fix it.
Можем из пистолета пострелять.
We can play with the light gun.
Ковбоев или уток. Хочешь?
What do you want to play? Cowboys, ducks? You're better at me than at both.
Да ладно тебе.
Oh, come on.
Ади целый день тренировалась, пока меня дома не было.
You must have been practicing the whole time I was away from home. Aw, she's so cute. Oya burst out laughing. Her heart was warm once again.
А как ты догадался?
How did you know?
Я сейчас знаешь, какая меткая. Считай, уже проиграл.
But I'm a good shooter now. You've already lost.
Не на того напала. Включай скорее.
You picked the wrong fight here. Come on, turn it on. Oh my god, we're gonna play games with our sister. She's so cute. She's adorable. Aww. Little Oya jumped toward the TV set and after flicking the power switch, started blindly feeling around the backside of the photon, trying to plug the console's cables into the antenna input. Bits of TV shows started flashing on the CRT screen, and I armed myself with the remote to look for the channel, the sought-after Dendy signal.
Что дома интересного происходило?
Did anything interesting happen at home? It's a mundane question for me. I didn't put any actual meaning behind it. But Olya's expression suddenly changed. Lost all of her childish nonchalantness. She worked so hard to acquire before.
Оль, что-то случилось?
What happened, Olya? Sister managed to put the cable in its place and started brushing off her dust-covered hand. Looking for the courage to continue the conversation. What's wrong? Mom, she... Olya went silent, and for a moment I thought I saw tears welling up in her eyes. What? Had this scary thing happen to her again? She looked at me with wet eyes.
Приступ.
She had a fit, huh? It had happened before, but it was a rare occasion. Now that we moved to this godforsaken place, Mom's fits rose in frequency. Dad brought home a big fish. It was wrapped in a newspaper and had a foul smell. Mom got angry again. And then she took a knife. Olya squirmed, looking fearfully out the window. They started screaming at each other. I froze, imagining my little sister so small and unnoticeable, standing in the kitchen doorway. She wasn't even trying to hide. Her parents just paid her no mind at all. And then Mom struck it! Like this! Olya slightly moved her fist downward, imitating a strike. She hit the fish! It was alive, Tosha! It must have been in pain, and Mom! It's easy to imagine what happened next. The writhing fish with a blade between its fins squirted some foul-smelling musk into Mom's face. Whenever death got this close to Mom, when a person was hit by a bus in front of us and the blood was smeared all over the windshield, or when Grandma chopped off a chicken's head, Mom would always get into a weird, dreadful fit. Oh my god, that is horrifying! Oh my god! Her eyes would roll over. She would fall on her face like a freshly cut tree and start writhing just like that agonizing fish, turning over chairs and blurting out bits of scary sentences. What about Dad? Did he help her? Olya shuddered as if remembering it pained her. Yes, but at first... He started laughing, Tosha! He let out an evil laugh when he saw that Mom was in trouble. But then he cried. Olya's story made me raise an eyebrow. It seemed like the force oozing madness had not only completely consumed our mom, but also infected our strong and courageous dad. I quickly stepped toward Olya and locked her in a tight embrace. She dug her face into my chest so I could feel my shirt becoming wet. Aww. Why are they bullying each other, Tosha? Are they crazy? I stuttered, unable to justify the actions of our parents. I'd ran out of words, and all I could do was hug Olya even tighter. Oh my god, 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 holy shit! Oh my god, that was so loud! Oh. Oh my lord, why was that so fucking loud? Oh my god, that was very uncalled for. Hey, why? Turn that right the fuck down. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. That was so fucking loud. Oh, my heart. My fucking heart, dude. I screamed and hid behind me. Turn off quick. No matter how many times she saw this intro, she would always react the same, just like when she saw that owl. I mean, yeah, like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I also got boobs once every time this ghastly face appeared on the screen, so I immediately complied with my sister's request. Let's go play games. Oh my god. Finally, the game selection screen showed up from the cartridge that was bundled with the console. Too bad most of the names here were just different levels of the same game. Picked up the gray rectangular controller and started looking around the pixel letters to find the familiar English word for duck. Background music from the menu soothed Alia's mind as she asked in a calm voice,
А как твои дела в школе?
"How are things at school?"
Ничего хорошего.
"Nothing good.
Школа новая, а достается мне по-прежнему.
School is new, but my treatment is the same.
Словно и не переезжали никуда. Задолбало.
As if we never moved. I'm so tired of this." Or despair could lead me down its depressing road towards the clutches of repressive thoughts. Something evil writhed deep within my skull, awakening wild and pleasant memories.
Хотя, знаешь, кое-что хорошее все же
Anton?
случилось.
Actually, it looks like a bunny! That looks like a bunny! Hi Valeric, how are you doing? Welcome on in! We're playing Tiny Bunny, this is chapter 3. Actually, something good did happen. Leia watched with hope-filled eyes as a wicked smile spread across my face, faintly resembling the wound from a box cutter knife.
Еще один мальчик.
Another boy went missing.
Тоша, разве это хорошо?
Osha,
Ты так говоришь?
Osha, do you think that's good? Why would you say that? My sister's voice trembled when she looked into my eyes through the thick lenses.
Знаешь, а может, тот пропавший Вова сам виноват, что с ним это
Anton? You know that other missing boy, Vova? Maybe what happened to him was all his fault.
случилось? Может, он совершил нечто настолько плохое,
Maybe...
что не заслуживает.
Oh my god, dude. Maybe he did something so bad he no longer deserved to live.
Не будь таким жестоким, пожалуйста!
Don't be so cruel, please. Leia pressed her knees into her chin and hugged them with her bare hands, trying to take up less space, as if she wanted to shrink or even disappear altogether. It was only a reasonable thing for us to do, go missing among all the other broken toys, and never encounter evil parents or mad classmates. We're the only ones left for each other, the only ones who can protect, listen, and sympathize. Which means she's bound to listen to what I think about them all. These beasts, pretending to be children, are so eager to bully the weak. Oh yeah, Anton's going mad. It was my turn to speak. I think they won't be the last. My breathing quickens, my fingers start banging on the wooden floor.
Люди, как они недостойны жить, ходить с нами в одну школу,
People like them are not worthy of living, going to the same school with us.
смотреть на твой свет.
Or looking at your light. My thoughts got tangled, they slipped away along with my calmness.
Тошенька, хватит! Ты меня пугаешь!
Osha, stop it, you're scaring me.
Не бойся, я смогу
Don't be
тебя
scared.
защитить.
I can protect you. And I finally noticed that Oya was looking at me like I was a stranger.
Кто ты?
Who are you? Rage that welled up inside me subsided, hid under the guise of my cowardice, leaving me alone with the growing feeling of guilt for scaring my sister.
Оленька, прости, я не хотел.
Oya, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Видимо, я схожу с ума в этой школе.
I guess I'm just going crazy in that school. Rushed to embrace me, barely holding back her tears.
Хорошо, Тоша.
Aw.
Только, пожалуйста, пожалуйста, никогда так больше не говори.
Okay, Tosha, please, just never say anything like that again.
Клянусь маминым сердцем.
Swear on Mom's heart. Leia flashed me a bitter smile.
Ты сам сказал, что так говорить нехорошо.
You told me I shouldn't say that.
Ты права. Давай лучше играть.
You're right. Let's start playing already. Bro, Anton's starting to go crazy. Not a good sign. The effects of the forest are taking over, it seems.
Только чур я первая.
I go first. All right. Go get him. Arr, arr, arr. Yeah, go, Oya. Oh, my turn. My turn. Do I actually get to shoot? Oh, yo, I'm built different. Yes! Look at me go! I'm gonna decimate you. I got 2 more ducks. Bam! Perfect!
Считай, это я тебе поддалась.
I was going easy on you here. Alright, oh yeah, let's see what you got. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, oh yeah, you beat me at that one. Alright, never mind. I beat you!
О, это ты виноват, что я промазала.
Oh, it's your fault I missed. Alright, oh yeah, let's see what you got. Whee! Alright, let's go. Final round. Oh my god, that's so fast. What the fuck? Damn, they are very fast now. I'm gonna get jumps. The seal says thanks for the food. Eat. Oh my god. No. You beat me?
Неситова!
Oh.
Ты ближе к экрану стоял. Я с тобой так больше не играю.
This doesn't count. You were closer to the screen. I'm not playing with you anymore. No, it's okay. Oh yeah, I should have let her win. My mom only managed to get through to me on her 3rd attempt. There's a call for me? Anton, there's a call for you. Oh, Paulina. It's a girl. I sobered up in an instant and rushed to the hallway.
Не споткнись, смотри.
Watch your step. I grabbed the phone and pressed it to my chest, looking at my mom. She shrugged and went into the room, gathering the toys thrown around by Olya as she went.
Алло?
Hello?
У твоей мамы такой молодой голос.
Your mom has such a young voice.
А, ну да. Она сама молодая.
Well, yeah, I mean, she is young.
Не мешаю?
You busy right now?
Нет, что ты.
No, of course not. If only she knew how costly this conversation could be for me. What risks I took on just answering the call. Yeah, I could die. There were a pen and a shabby notebook lying on the nightstand. I picked them up and started moving the tip of the pen across paper, producing chaotic doodles that always ended up turning into hearts.
Я тут подумала, мне надо тебе сказать кое-что.
I've been thinking. I need to tell you something. I froze. It can't be. Does she like me?
В последнее время у тебя такой потерянный вид.
I'm looking so lost lately.
А сегодня в школе на тебе буквально лица не было.
And when I saw you at school today, you were pale like a ghost. Couldn't find words. My heart was aflutter in anticipation.
Я хочу сказать,
I wanted to say
я на твоей
that
стороне.
I'm on your side. I was spreading on my face in anticipation for Paulina's next words.
Мне тебя очень жаль.
Oh, she feels pity for me. I feel so sorry for you.
Такие хорошие ребята, как ты, заслуживают большего.
But guys like you deserve better.
Очень хочется верить, что однажды ты найдешь в себе силы дать отпор, и другие перестанут
Aw.
тебя задирать.
I want to believe that you'll find the strength to fight back at some point and the others will stop picking on you. Pen fell on my weak fingers. Is that all she's going to say?
Может, даже девушку найдешь.
Maybe you'll even find a girlfriend. Sounded as if she was unsure of her own words.
Короче, знай, ты славный парень.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that you're a nice guy. It was a total failure. No, it isn't. You can be her friend. Passion instead of an invitation to hang out.
Ты тут?
You there? Before I could reply, Olya descended the stairs. Holding some book in a pink cover, encyclopedia of a young lady.
Ты долго еще?
Will you take long? Covered the handset with my hand.
Я разговариваю.
I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Что случилось?
What happened?
Почитай мне, пожалуйста.
Give me a bedtime story, please.
Мама уснула.
I fell asleep.
Иди к себе, я сейчас.
Go to your bed. Or go to your room. I'll be there in a minute.
Только быстрее, ладно?
Be quick, okay?
Ладно.
Fine. Last reply sounded excessively annoyed. I sighed, watching my sister running up the stairs.
Алло, Полина?
Oh, Polina?
Прости, мне надо бежать.
Sorry, I need to run.
Представляешь, кое-кто втюрился в меня и теперь отирается у моих окон, требуя
Wait,
сходить
what?
на свидание.
Can you imagine? There's someone in love with me and he swoops about under my windows, demanding to go on a date with him.
Пойду прогоню его, пока дедушка не проснулся.
I'll go chase him away before Grandpa wakes up.
Или может дать ему шанс?
Or maybe I should give him a chance. Bit my lower lip in jealousy.
Если интересно, расскажу тебе завтра.
I'll tell you tomorrow if you want.
Мы в конце концов друзья.
We're friends after all. Anton? Friends. At least she didn't say we were besties. Anton, you could be your friend! Jeez!
Да, конечно.
Yeah, sure.
Добрый.
Good. The buzzer hammered at my brain. Oh my god, Anton! An angry voice spoke through the teeth in my brain. Like a restless zombie devoid of consciousness, I dragged my feet up the staircase. I wish I could tell Dad, ask for his manly advice, but he doesn't show up home until late at night because of his new job. My parents don't have time for me, to put it lightly.
Ну, где твоя книжка?
Well, where's your book? I shuddered. Or stuttered. The kids' room was empty.
Оль.
Oh no, Olya? Oh god, don't jump scare me again, please. Probably snuck into my room. Started walking down the corridor. It was infested with shadows. The blinds were wavering like there was someone behind them. I smiled, sneaking toward the window and threw open the curtain.
Попалась!
Gotcha! Nobody behind the cloth. The window was a TV screen showing wintry scenery, the lamppost, the field, a couple of walking figures in the middle. No! Is Olya out there? Elisa and Olya. I gasped and pressed my fist into my mouth, sinking my teeth into it. Lisa was leading Olya into the thicket. No! I needed less than a minute to hurriedly dress and rush out of the house. My heart was beating like a firing machine gun. The wind carried the cold. Resinous smell of coniferous trees from the forest. Freezing air crackled somewhere in the field. Two shadows loomed in front of the gate. I could only recognize them as my sister and the fox girl because of their height. I ran toward the fence, listening to the howling wind and the squeaking snow. When the figures moved and slowly glided toward the thicket like an ice skater. I slowed down and touched my glasses, trying in vain to adjust my vision to the surrounding darkness. Worry landed on my shoulders like a weightless snowflake. The snake woke up in my belly and started writhing. I felt nauseous. Rose becoming toxic, he is. I thought about my home, the flimsy fortress I'd left behind. I finally caught up to my sister, dressed only in a coat.
Оля!
Olya!
Видел лисичку?
Have you seen the foxy?
Оля, зачем ты вышла на улицу?
Olya, why did you go outside?
Если мама узнает...
If mom finds out! My sister froze in place facing the taiga. It was a hand's reach, and I put my numb wrist on her shoulder for some reason. Probably to make sure it wasn't a dream. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, why would you do that to me? Why would you do— No, game! Oh. Second heart attack of the fucking day! Why is it so unnecessarily loud? Wait, it's the owl. I forgot the owl can imitate voices! Oh no. Pointy beak was directed at me, strewn with feathers that formed an owl face. Something wearing a bird mask was staring at me. Hoot hoot, she won't. The voice sounded exactly like Olya's, but there was somebody else hiding beneath the feathers and the curtain. I sprinted away as I got whipped. The masked creature only pretended to be Olya, just to lure me out. I was running like crazy, drowning in snow. The house in front of me was rapidly growing. The yellow light in its windows granted me hope. My mom and sister are there, my salvation. I couldn't hear anything behind me, as if nobody was chasing me. Maybe it's because the owls can fly? I was already climbing the porch when I noticed another figure. Ah! From the soot black shadow of my house, a scruffy wolf cub crawled out and stood in my way. Its movements were jerky, chaotic, as if it was performing some terrifying dance, or convulsing during a stroke. Even though I could clearly see the wolf's face was a mask, something in this werewolf's convulsions made me freeze in place. The boy in a wolf costume rubbed his side against the porch post and fell to his knees. He bent his back so hard I expected his spine to crack. The beast's eyes shone, but he didn't attack. He kept crawling around and running on all fours. I shifted my feet, my mouth agape, trying to keep him in my line of sight. Something was trickling into the slit of the mask. Viscous drops fell into the wooden planks. Saliva. Some unknown force pushed me in the back, whispering to save myself. Oh my god, what the fuck? Freddy Fazbear! The fence was flashing at the edge of my vision. I was running in another direction, this time toward the edge of the forest that smelled of pine. My heartbeat measured time. The old boy growled behind my back as he forgot his human nature. Brr, brr. My right leg got stuck in the snow-laden cavity. I yanked it out, cursing under my breath, and fell to the ground. Plastering snow prevented me from standing up, from propping myself against anything. But my unbound thirst for life helped me get out of that trap. Darkness was creeping closer like the toxic fumes of burial piers. I ran against gasping for air that stung my throat. My hair swayed in the wind. I lost my hat when I fell down, and my ears were now hot from the freezing cold while most of my body was still sweaty. That field finally ended. Realizing that running into the forest was the smartest decision I could make, I dove into the line of trees. I ran without stopping, my face covered in one of my palms. I didn't want to lose an eye for some random branch. Branches whipped my clothes, prickling my skin like butchers that were herding a pig into the grinder. A knot of roots sprouting from the ground grabbed at my foot. I rammed into the scratchy trunk, slid down to its base, and looked around in a panic.
Ух, какой ты быстрый.
Oh, you're so fast. My first desire was to dash toward her and hug her. I resisted it and squeezed myself even tighter into the pine.
Что ты здесь делаешь?
You? What are you doing here?
Да вот,
Isn't that? Giving me my toque. I don't fully trust her though. She's holding the hat I lost.
в бюро находок подрабатываю.
Working part-time and lost and found.
Надевай, а то уши замерзнут, а потом, глядишь, и вовсе отвалятся.
Put it on or your ears will freeze and maybe even fall off soon. She giggled. I squinted in suspicion, shifting my gaze back and forth between her and the hat. Scared that Eliza might be holding a severed head or something even more sinister. But in the end, my hat turned out to just be my hat. Oh, let's take it. I took it and pulled it over my forehead.
Тепло.
Feeling warmer? I didn't reply.
Там во дворе были какие-то дети.
There were some children in the yard.
И что, покусали тебя, что ли?
And? Did they bite you or something?
Нет.
No.
А чего же ты убежал?
What, did you run away? The answer was obvious, but after rolling the thoughts on my tongue, I mumbled.
Не знаю.
I don't know.
Эх, обещала не обзывать тебя дурачком.
Ah, and why did I promise to never call you a dunce again?
А я обещание
Oh, well, I keep my promises. She walked up to me and grabbed me by the elbow. I sensed the familiar aroma of mint, oranges, and burnt sparklers. I went to lean in to Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? Eliza. Savor the minute of details of her smell.
Сколько можно повторять? Со мной ты в
I don't know if I trust that.
безопасности.
How many times do I need to tell you? You're safe as long as you're with me.
Я твой друг.
I'm your friend.
И они.
And they are too. I quickly turned around toward the place the fox girl was pointing to. Kids in masks appeared at the clearing. At least they looked like kids, since they were all pretty short. A boy, wolf boy, an owl girl, and a bear boy. Oh yeah, these are the missing kids. Just looking at the shape of the bear, that's Baburin. That's Baburin. Yeah, these are the missing kids. They have to be. That's the girl. The wolf could be Vova, and that could be Baburin. They all huffed and gasped for air, clearly tired from running around. I thought you fell through the snow. Started digging around, but couldn't find you.
А я не копал. Лень копать был.
Ugh, their voices are kind of horrifying. And I didn't care enough.
А ну как получается? Если дурак, ты бегай да копай.
You see, if you're dumb, you run around to dig.
А если умный, подожди, пока другие набегаются, накопаются и устанут.
Is the bear the chubby bully? Semyon? I think so. Like, the build looks very similar. I think, yeah, they're definitely the missing children. Like, come on, like, she looks like the size differences and everything. If you're smart, you'll wait until the others get tired of running around and digging.
Тогда заводи разговор.
Then you start talking.
Как я рад!
You're a rat!
Дегенерат!
I like the wolf guy.
О,
Huh?
не обращай внимания. Он
Ну.
со странностями.
Oh wait, I wonder who Lisa is then. Don't mind him, he's a weirdo. I stood there stupefied, my mouth agape and my hands dangling helplessly. I had no idea how to react to the words of these late-night guests, but I managed to squeeze out some resembling smile.
Вы просто меня напугали.
You just scared me, that's all. The missing children, animal masks. Is this Freddy Five Bear? I don't know. Also, hi Willow, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're playing chapter 3 of Tiny Bunny. Save. Yeah, I think these are the missing children though. They have to be. Actually, that's kind of curious. If you look, Aliza is the only one that has like defined eyes underneath. The rest are just black void, right? She's the only one with like actual shine to her eyes. They're looking at each other and somebody even snorted as if I said something funny. Yes, yes, the fox is right!
Это он.
Well, and also Elisa's looks less like a mask compared to the others. The others have like things on the sides showing that they're masks. Elisa's doesn't, which is very curious. He's the one.
Нет, это наш.
No, this is our... We finally found him.
Нажай.
Our bunny. Yes, he looks the part. That's because she's the only one tuned into stream. She has eyeballs because she's an eyeballer. True. Well, she must be like in charge of them or something. So yeah, these three I think are the missing 3 kids. That like the 3 that we know of. She, I don't know. The wolf boy started wagging a part of his costume like it was his tail in excitement. First!
Ну, конечно, ты первый.
Of course you were first.
Волчик раньше всех почуял зайчика в тебе и рассказал нам.
The wolfie here was the first to sense the bunny in you. He told us about you.
Здравствуй.
Hello.
С нашей совушкой ты знаком не понаслышке.
So I'm...
Не такая уж она и страшная, правда?
Oh god, are they wanting me to add on to them? Is that why I had the random rabbit mask in my bag? Oh no. I've already met our Hootie before. Isn't she? She isn't that scary, is she?
Да, наверное.
I guess.
А этот улыбчивый бугай — медвежутка.
And this smiling big guy is Teddy.
Ты лучше с ним поласкавее. А то
Mindful with him, or he'll chew off your head.
Зачем это?
They want me in the band? No! What?
Да, смотрю, ты чувство юмора где-то обронил.
I see you've also dropped your sense of humor somewhere on the way here. I'm still unsure if these peculiar little animals had the best intentions in mind, so I hid my hands behind my back, trying to look away from the gaping holes of their carnival masks. Lisa put her hands to her sides in a theatrical manner and somehow managed to wink with her fox face.
Когда в следующий раз придем, будем звенеть в колокольчики, чтобы ты не так боялся нашего визита.
The next time we come, we'll ring bells for you. That way you'll be less scared of our visit. Do we have any bells?
Юр, я звенеть не буду.
I won't be ringing.
У меня лапка
My
болит.
paw hurts. I said I was no longer fake.
О, зубы показал. Это добрый знак.
Ah, you showed us your teeth. That's a good
Не
sign.
ожидала, что сможем тебя рассмешить.
I didn't expect you to find us fun.
Я думала, это под силу только Диснейленду.
I thought it was an emotion reserved strictly to Disneyland.
Откуда ты знаешь?
How do you know that?
Да так, прочитала кое-что.
Wait, is that Paulina? Is Elisa Paulina underneath the mask or some shit? I read about it somewhere.
Про меня?
You read about me?
Про клюв от воробья. Про Диснейленд я говорю.
Aren't you funny? No, about Disneyland, darling. You can read, human?
Зря я, что ли, в школу хожу день ото дня.
You think I've been going to school every day for nothing? Oh. And then she's saying in a quotish voice.
Как детей не замечать, как мечты их
О.
развенчать. Учат в школе, учат в школе, учат в школе. Крепко
Oh.
надо вломить,
Oh.
слабеньких чморить.
Oh.
В школе, учат в школе, учат
Okay, this
в
kind of
школе.
bops. Nice. that was pretty good. I let out a cautious laugh. My new acquaintances didn't seem scary anymore. On the contrary, they looked like friendly and welcoming. No. There was something about them that attracted me. Just like this clearing, this moon, and the snowflakes that fell backwards. From the ground to the sky, as if someone was rewinding a tape. The masked kids got close and I felt their touch. They gave me a friendly taps. Felt my clothes as if checking whether I was real. There was no animalistic malice in their touch, only pure childish curiosity. For some reason I thought to myself, I can trust them. Snowflakes just kept on floating upwards.
Никто тебя больше не обидит.
Nobody will hurt you anymore. Friend!
Пусть только попробую.
Yeah, if someone even tries to. The Vox gave me a slight tug and burst out laughing.
Ну что, Тоша, убежишь с воплями? Или с нами пойдешь?
Well then, Tosha, will you run away screaming or come with us?
Куда?
Or two?
На аттракционы!
Oh, to the amusement park! At that moment, Taiga's deceptive silence was broken by the sound of a distant flute. Mesmerizing and alluring, it brought about the ring of crystal glass and the whispers of fresh winter spring. If I had any doubts before, the flute's song shattered the last of them. They look creepy. They come- yeah. I think they're the missing kids. I started following my new friends before I could even make my decision. My legs what was that? Legs carried me on their own will, and the tunnels made of pines stepped aside. Bushes bowed in front of our procession. Everything looked dreamlike. Because even the clearing we ended up on only saw in my dream. The flute soared up in the treetops like some fantastical bird. The snowflakes floated up in a spiral. The moon painted tree branches with silver. Elisa gasped in amazement. I was also in awe. That is very pretty. I tilted my head backwards as far as I could. Oh, what a sight. Oh goodness. Okay, the poop kind of go hard.
Очень красиво.
It's so beautiful. Wolfie howled in agreement.
Это мелочи.
This is nothing.
Я покажу гораздо больше,
I can show you so much more.
если захочешь.
If you want. I did want. I wanted to see what the fox girl saw with her eyes, hidden in the semi-dark of her cape. Now, I didn't feel weird about these masked kids. I felt weird for being the only one without a mask. I felt like I was naked in the January winds.
Скажите, а зачем вам маски?
Why do you wear these masks? I was trembling, but I wasn't scared. My trembling wasn't caused by the cold. It originated from peculiar anxiousness, the anticipation of something amazing.
Тебе зачем?
And why do you ask? I touched my cold cheek.
Я без маски.
I'm not wearing one.
Обожаю человеческие сказки.
I love human tales.
Человеческие ласки.
Human tales?
Человеческие дрязги.
Human fails.
Я же говорила,
I've already told you.
все жители
All the villagers wear masks.
Только скрываются за ними отнюдь не люди.
It's just you won't find anything human underneath them.
И даже я?
Even me?
Ты такой рассеянный, Антон.
You're so clumsy, Anton.
Мы уже нашли твои очки.
We've already found your glasses once already.
И шапку.
And your hat.
И твое настоящее лицо.
And your real face. Oh god, it's the rabbit mask! No! I'm gonna be one of the missing kids! I looked at the mask the fox was holding out to me. The bunny mask that looked like a silver ingot under the moonlight. I was curious to see the world through its slits. Do I have a choice? Oh no. Well, suddenly fighting its way through the flute's melody, a thought came to me. The glasses they found were in Semyon's possession. My new acquaintances must have known what happened to him. Yeah, he's right there. He's right there. Yeah. Or even worse.
А куда подевался Семен? Что с ним стало?
Where did Semyon disappear to? What happened to
С
him?
остальными детьми.
And the other children. Bear and the owl looked at each other. Boy curled into a ball and the fox lowered the pointy nose of her mask.
Тот, кого держали в клетке.
What the fuck is happening? One who was kept in a cage.
Режет мелко-мелко.
One who cuts into little pieces.
Тот, кто носит кожаное лицо, забрал их.
The one who wears a skin face took them.
Умел бы я креститься, перекрестился бы.
I knew how to cross myself, I'd do it.
Хотите сказать, это был человек?
You're saying it was a human.
Чем ты только слушал?
Are you even listening to us?
Разве можно назвать такого, как он,
How can you call
человеком?
how can you call someone like him a human?
Одно слово. Взрослый.
There's just one word for him, an adult.
В мире взрослых так легко потеряться.
Oh god. So easy to get lost in the adult world.
Убийцы, жестокие дрессировщики и равнодушные родители.
Killers, cruel animal trainers, and cold parents. Oh god. I don't feel good about that.
Лучше об этом вовсе не думать, чтобы не грустить.
And if you don't want to get sad, better not think about
Не
them.
знаю, как вам, а мне печалиться совсем не хочется.
I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want to be sad.
И я сегодня какой-то негрустный.
Somehow I'm also not sad today.
Антон, а ты?
What about you, Anton?
Huh?
Huh? I was lost in thought, staring at the pines, trying to pinpoint the location of the flute. I was sure that the person who played it was standing right behind the piney stockade. Someone tall going over the holes in the flute with their long fingers.
Что, сядем тосковать или займемся отдыхом?
I feel like I should be asking more questions. What now? Are we gonna sit and be sad or have some fun?
Алиса хотела что-то показать.
Elisa wanted to show me something.
Давай начнем с самой сладкой части программы.
Let's start with the sweet stuff. Fox Girl took off a handful of candy from her pocket and handed them to each of the kids. Covers shuffled. The smell of pineapple, cocoa, and melon wafted through the air. Last treat, a chocolate-covered waffle candy Elisa put right into my mouth. My tongue was engulfed in spiciness. I felt like my body covered in fur and small sparks were running along it. I chewed on the waffle and the chocolate gulped them down, enjoying the vivid taste.
Спасибо.
Thanks. Anton, no! My gratitude was barely audible because my lips were already touching the insides of a mask. I didn't even notice how I put it against my face. The paper mache was warm, the mask stuck to my skin, giving it a nice prickle. Kind when you dive into a hot bath after being outside in winter, when you lie there and purr from the soapy water.
Говорила же, это твое!
See, I told you, this is yours!
Мое.
Mine!
Чего стоим? За нас веселиться никто не будет.
What are we waiting for? The fun won't have itself.
И то верно.
You're right. The melody kept swirling in the field like a hurricane. I couldn't wait to release the energy, the heat that this enchanting music was filling me with. Oh! An owl jumped and disappeared into the sky. Heard her laughter from somewhere above, and then she landed back, huffing and sighing.
Ты так можешь. Попробуй.
do it too. Give it a try. Thank you for the head pats, Afton. Followed suit. Oh, wait, it's colorful. Wait, why is there color now? Yo, that's crazy. My feet tore off from the ground. I flew towards the stars like a rocket and screamed from happiness after seeing my friends down below. Wind helped me fly. It felt like I was jumping on a huge trampoline. Whoa! The stars looked like vivid sparkles that I could reach up and lick. The moon also got closer, and then I plunged. I got scared that I'd break my legs for a moment, but my soles landed softly on the ground, and I regained my balance. You're safe with us! Everything has color now! Gonna have a hydrate. And all your dreams will come true! I'm so happy that I finally found you! Money! Oh, great! In a fit of merry laughter, I realized the most important thing. These four are not a threat. My real enemy, and I felt that with every single hair on my mask, were those who knew nothing about magic. Humans from the village. I just realized how alive my surroundings had become. Ere the dry grass under the snow moan, I saw faces of trees and stars. The trees were smirking and the stars were grimacing in fear. Oh, that's right, be scared. I'll jump to you and snap my teeth and let out a jubilant laugh, jumping up along with the fox. Oh, that's so cute! But also, this is kind of horrifying. He flew higher than the tallest pines and stayed up in the air. I swirled. Elisa followed my rhythm. I knew that she was smiling, so I smiled too. And the flute just kept on playing, carrying us higher and higher.
Тебя что, заколдовали?
Hey, did someone put a spell on you? Oh, what's happening? Oh, I'm in class. That someone is standing next to me. I thought, trying to unglue my chin from my desk. My muscles felt slightly sore. That feeling was pleasant. Whole class was wandering about for some reason, whispering and passing notes to each other. A save. We had it was colorful. That was cool. Our faces looked like discolored masks to me, bleak and boring. I yawned, remembering the time I was soaring high above the forest with Elisa by my side, laughing and squeezing my hand. Perhaps no. Probably it was all just a dream. Because I didn't walk back from the forest, just woke up in my bed on a normal morning with tea and medicine. Still, I was hardly worried about trying to find a rational explanation for my night dance. That feeling of flight was much more important. Hi, Payne, how are you doing? Wait, there's a third kid missing. Who's the third kid there? Knowledge of how it feels to be hanging in the air above the treetops of majestic pines and burying my teeth at the moon.
Прости, задумался.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
Слышал уже про Катю?
Oh shit, Katya is missing. Have you heard about Katya?
Huh?
Huh? Oh no! Glanced at the empty seat in front of me.
Катя пропала.
Katya went missing. My sleepiness was gone in an instant. I frowned in suspicion.
Как пропала? Быть не может.
What do you mean? It can't be! Oh no. Oh no. Katya went missing. Oh no. Oh boy. That was a pretty long chapter. Oh. Now we got 2 chapters left to figure out what's happening. Maybe, wait, maybe they aren't the missing kids. Well, I think they are to some extent, perhaps. Oh my god, things are getting wild! Things are getting a little crazy! Wild and crazy. So hi, Remen, how are you doing? Debating if I want to continue a little longer. I think yes, but we will not complete the next chapter. I think we'll probably play through part of it and then call it, I think. I think that's what we'll do. I'm gonna do a quick BRB before we move on. I wonder what animal she is now. Yeah, that is only if, like, my theory is right. That's only if my theory is correct. I think I will play through part of chapter 4, because then next time we'll do the rest of chapter 4, and then all of chapter 5, and then finish. I think we'll do that. I just want to see what's next. I just want to see what's next. I'm very curious. Now, Katya is missing. Very curious. Anyways, I'm gonna do a quick BRB, so I'll be right back. Ballers, I'm back. Back, ballers, I'm back. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. But also very nervous for what's gonna happen. This game's very good, though. I really like the story so far. Slow build up it has so far. Hi, Squid Day, how are you doing? Welcome on in. We just finished chapter 3 of Tiny Bunny. We're gonna continue on to chapter 4 and maybe like finish half of it. We will see. You burn the pizza? I want pizza. I had pizza a few days ago. I miss it. It was good pizza too. But anyways, we're gonna continue on to chapter 4. Chapter 4. Out of 5. Dump your hooves and wait. Ooh. She turned into a horse. She's a horse girl. That is if my theory is correct. I don't know. Could be wrong. But yeah, because like the hand that was wrapped up on the bear is the hand he was wearing the ring. Now that I think about it. So, let's go see what's going on. Are you eyeballers ready for episode 4? And then next time we play this, we'll finish it. Full. Let's go. Chapter 4!
Я сама не поверила, но Лилия Павловна на работу не вышла.
Welcome back. Thank you. Didn't believe it at first, but Lilia didn't come to work today.
Контрольная отменяется.
The test is off. Might not be able to keep up with the live feed for long. Phone is dying. Oh no! I remembered Katya. She was both beautiful and mean. Katya, the first girl in our class whose body started maturing to the envy of all the other female students. Ew. Major source of gossip, a snake and a bitch! I continued scribbling in my notebook, drawing rows of pines and two small figures flying between the treetops in the full moon. Shivers ran up to my shoulders, sneaking playfully under the hem of my shirt. Oh, it's me and, Lisa. Even though soaring through the sky felt so simple, there was still something evil weighing me down. The culprit was definitely still in the village. They were hiding something horrible under the mask of... What the fuck is that word?
А что ты рисуешь?
What are you drawing? Embarrassed, I covered the notebook, as if there was something shameful about the figures above the
Да
forest.
ничего, так, дурака валяю.
Nothing really, just fooling around. Paulina put her elbows on the desk. I'd already forgotten how light and graceful she was, just like a violin. The anger and rage that boiled inside me yesterday during our phone call subsided, hid in a hole. I just couldn't stay mad at Paulina. Dang, you didn't hold back. You truly didn't. I wish she could also jump around with us after stripping away her mask of fake mundane. I smiled, imagining Paulina's skirt flapping in the wind, the stars sparkling all around us, her asking in bewilderment whether it is all a dream. Myself telling her that it doesn't matter. Paulina's expression grew dark again.
Ужасно еще и то, что Катю мне жалеть сложно.
It's also tragic that I find it difficult to empathize with her.
Я правда ищу в себе сострадание, но вспоминаю ее поступки и...
I tried so hard, but then I remembered all her nasty deeds and... Paulina shook her head.
Я чудовище, да?
I'm a monster, aren't I? No, I thought. You're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever met, but alas, really number 2 on that list. Yo! I decided not to say that out loud.
Плохо, наверное, что исчезновение анкеты расстроило меня больше, чем пропажа одноклассницы.
It's not okay that I felt worse when I lost my questionnaire when she went missing. My nostrils picked up the smell of candy, tree resin, and fireworks.
Ты потеряла анкету?
You lost your questionnaire?
Да, и кто-то сейчас читает чужие...
Oh, that's how they knew about Disney. Yes, somebody out there is reading other people's secrets now. Yes, the forest, I thought, imagining the crooked branches turning notebook pages, touching the childish handwriting with their icy twigs. He is a furry. Leave him be!
Надеюсь, ее найдут.
I hope the search goes well. I was unsure whether she spoke about Katya or her notebook. I wanted to ask her about it, but then I noticed Paulina's intense stare directed at me.
Что?
What?
Ты будто изменился.
You've changed. I smoothed my hair flat, surprised.
Просто не выспался.
I just didn't sleep well tonight.
Сегодня ты точно какая-то другая мелодия.
Oh,
Очень древняя, таинственная.
serious. You're a different melody today, some mysterious ancient tune. I thought about the flute's melody streaming between the bushy treetops.
Надеюсь, ты никому не рассказал про наш вчерашний разговор.
I hope you haven't told anyone about our chat yesterday.
Что ты?
Of course not. She nodded as if acknowledged that she can fully trust me. I wasn't sure whether I merited such trust. Her hair cascaded down her shoulders. The smell was so wonderful that it sent me flying toward the glowing stars of my inner cosmos, without any magic. Yasha jumped at me like a jack-in-the-box toy and yelled in my ear. Jesus! Look here! Having a lovey-dovey time, eh?
Ты чё, очкарик, Полиночку охмуряешь?
Hey, Four Eyes, are you trying to pick up Paulina? Is it because he's becoming a furry? Paulina came to my help even though I didn't ask her to. Or maybe I did with my entire appearance.
Что за глупости? Мы просто друзья.
What's with this nonsense? We're just friends.
Твоя подружка, значит? Ходишь вместе за платьями?
Ah! Why?
Никакой он не педик.
Ah! Leave him alone! I need to do something, but I just sat there clutching the edge of my desk. Rumpkin gave me a snort.
Баба тебя спасла, уродец. Живи пока.
Huh. A girl saved you, ugly face. I'll let you live for now. My enemies left the classroom. What the? Talking. Paulina showed me a sad smile.
Будь сильным.
Be strong. I wanted to scream that I couldn't. I couldn't be strong and stand up against these bastards. I couldn't stand up for myself or anyone else. I'm pathetic. I wanted to disappear into the forest, dig myself into the snow. I wanted to go home, get under my blanket far away from humans. Paulina left and the thoughts that were terrorizing me finally made me weep. I stayed late after school again to escape Rumka's ire by a rash act of talking to Paulina, which meant I had to drag my feet toward home in the twilight. A bored school janitor scraped his shovel against the asphalt. An upperclassman blew out smoke that formed clouds similar to dialogue bubbles in comics. I wanted to fill those bubbles with friendly words, but there was nothing friendly about the icy stares those guys gave me. I was leaving the unpleasant world of stale buns and nasty insults. Someone shoved me near the stairs. Didn't their parents teach them to apologize? I crossed the village and slowed my pace near the bridge. I turned my head around looking at my fox friend, but neither she nor my other new friends could be seen anywhere. He's sounding more like a rabbit, that is true. They did say, "We found our bunny!" I've returned. Welcome back, speaker. We're playing chapter 4 now. We finished chapter 3. We made some new, very lovely friends that, totally aren't evil or anything. Very strange friends. And another kid's missing. I was met with a silent forest. It felt like a crouching predator pretending to be asleep. I still watched me with one eye from under half-closed lids as I walked through it. My fingers gripping the backpack straps, looking at my feet through a pair of glasses. Katya! Katya! Once again, black shadows flashed among the naked trees, shouting the name of a girl who was most likely already dead over and over. The sunset fizzled over the pine tops like a flame from a gas burner set to minimum. I walked forward, trying to hide my head and my shoulders, avoiding the sight of the crooked trees. The house was a dark stain on the white snowy blanket. The front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. It felt like my skin was covered in rime. I clenched my fists. Wait, why? Yeah, why is the door open? Darkness oozed into the hallway and snowflakes floated inside along with it, landing softly on the rug. A pack of vultures that sensed their food. I stepped into the door with the utmost caution. For a moment I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turned out to be the radio broadcast. Oh no, what happened to my family? The previous mentioned cyclone is getting even closer in the region. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests gusts of wind reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour. Emircom of Russia has called on citizens to exercise extreme caution. Roads are closed off. The cold air streams coming from the Arctic are bringing massive blizzards. I hear voices coming from the upper floor too. The staircase let out a long squeak. I took one step, yet my heart managed to beat 6 or 7. Do not say it. Times in the meantime. The door to my parents' bedroom was ajar. A shadow play unfolded inside a light spot. Black silhouettes were performing a dance of hatred. Mom hissed at Dad, her wrists flying toward the ceiling. As he lowered over her, his hands crossed on his huge chest. What? We're all in danger and it's your fault! And stop lying, you saw him in the village! He found out where we live! It wasn't him. I've read about things your buddies are capable of in the newspapers. I ran toward my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel where they showered each other with mutual accusations. Dad let out a low, beast-like roar. Oh, yeah! Make them stop! Olia stood in the corridor, pressing her little palms against her ears. Her face swollen from crying made my skin freeze. What happened? You You know, might be for the best. You're going to divorce. I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands, to look for excuses. I felt like the screams were coming from every direction, right and left, up and down, splitting my head apart. Swear words rained down on us, so we covered our heads and our hands like refugees running from a bombing.
Я хочу уйти.
I want to escape. To your room?
Дальше.
No, far away.
Отведи меня в Неверленде.
Oh, leave me to Neverland, you promised. I carefully unglued Olya's hands from her ears and led her away from the room with our parents, which was riveting with malice. Your fault! For whom? Your own, and only your own. I would never. In a moment like these, I despise them more than they despise each other. I bolted down to the door to my room and leaned against it. My knees gave way.
Послушай, Оля, мне тоже здесь плохо.
Look, Olya, I also hate it here. Say what? What do you not want us to say? You know! You know!
Ты хотя бы в школу ходишь.
At least you can go to school. I let out a sad laugh.
Эта школа кошмар. Меня там все ненавидят.
That school is one big nightmare. Everybody hates me.
Только одна девочка надо мной не смеется. Зато жалеет, как побитого пса.
There's only this one girl who isn't making fun of me. She takes pity on me instead. Like I'm a beaten dog.
Ты не пес.
You're not a dog, you...
Я не понимаю, кто я.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Но там, снаружи, ничем не лучше, чем в доме.
The outside world is clearly no better than our home.
Где же лучше? Давай пойдем туда. Полетим, поплывем.
You know a better place? Let's go there. We'll fly or swim.
Если б можно было. Я бы все на свете отдал, чтобы уйти и забрать тебя с собой.
If only we could do that. I would have sacrificed everything to help to escape and take you with me. Leah's upper lip trembled.
Клянешься?
Swear? Put on a bitter smile.
Чтоб мне умереть.
On my life. Oh no! Something hit the window's ledge on the outside. Leah shuddered and shifted her gaze toward it. Bam! Another snowball smacked into the window's frame.
Ты ждешь кого-то?
Were you expecting someone? I didn't reply. Instead, I let go of her wrist. Olya wept in fear. I crossed the room, wincing from every shout coming from my parents. I could hear plates getting smashed now. They must have moved their argument to the kitchen. I'm Mullers, I don't want to look. Oh, hey, it's my friends. Never mind, we're chill. I flung the curtains and opened the window. Hooty, Teddy, Wolfie, and most importantly, the charming Elisa stood outside waving at us. Olya gasped in surprise when she saw the owl girl.
Я же говорила.
See, I told
Я
you!
знаю, я тебе всегда верил.
Yeah, I know, I always believed you.
Кто они?
Who are they? Her fearful voice had some curiosity mixed in. Oh god. Only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this! We have so many games to play, Hoot.
Давайте только не во все игры играть, а
Oh.
то у меня лапка болит.
But let's not play all of them. My paw hurts.
По чуть-чуть. И потом отдохнем.
Play a little, then rest. Friends!
Выходите скорее играть.
Come on out to play and dance! My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Elisa, and my inner voice practically screamed, she's here, she's finally here!
Они знают, как попасть в Неверляндию.
Do they know the way to Neverland? I entertained that possibility, looking at the animal kids.
Может быть, пойдем и узнаем.
No! I just go into the snow and never come back. Indeed, it's time for us to go bye-bye. Forever. Maybe let's go find out. The silhouettes of my forest friends promised to free us from the sadness, anger, and nightly horrors. I made sure that Olya wore warm clothes. Mom barked at Dad like a wild beast from the from that show with Nikolai Rozdov. Probably like a Russian actor. Oh, zoologist. Traveler, popular science advocate, TV host. Oh, okay. You sneak past the rumbling kitchen into the snowfall outside. Elisa ran up to me and hugged me tight, poking her cold nose into my neck.
Как же долго!
You took so long!
Пока мы вас домоседов ждали, то чуть не состарились.
You must got old waiting for you shut-ins. Pressed her body into me even harder.
Оказывается, ждать так утомительно.
Turns out waiting is so tiring.
Фу, дайте хоть минуточку в себя прийти.
Ugh, give me a minute to catch my breath.
Однажды я тоже долго собиралась. А когда закончила, то и вовсе забыла куда.
I was preparing to leave for a long time once, hoot hoot. But when I was done, I forgot where I was supposed to go. Leia looked at the owl with suspicion. Oh yeah, look, she's been sitting out of her window every night scaring her. What if the owl was protecting her? She still giggled when the bird did a backflip and landed perfectly on her feet without staggering. They are souls, they don't age anymore. Yeah, that's probably what it is. All the other animals, as if on cue, stopped fooling around and stared at Alya in amazement.
Это же та девочка, что не хотела со мной дружить.
That's the girl who didn't want to become friends.
Меня зовут Оля.
Aw, she's so cute. My name is Oya.
Раньше я просто тебя боялась.
I was afraid of you before.
Тебя испугала наша совушка.
We were afraid of our Hootie.
Может быть, у нее совофобия?
Maybe she has owlphobia.
А это лечится?
Can you cure that?
Главное, чтобы ребенок не боялся веселиться.
It doesn't matter as long as she's not afraid of having fun.
Иначе с нами можно умереть от страха.
Or she might get scared to death with us. I was stunned at the realization that my lips were slowly forming a smile. Every time I met Elisa, I felt like I crossed a river, and the sound of flowing water suppressed all of my negative thoughts.
Какие у вас красивые костюмы!
Your costumes are so pretty! Fox Girl let go of me and squatted beside Oya.
О, какая очаровашка.
My, what a cutie!
Тоша, почему ты прятал от нас это милое создание раньше?
Why did you hide such a cute creature from us before? I glanced at the house, worried that our parents might have seen us and were about to ruin our fun like they always do. I hugged my sister and replied,
Давайте отойдем подальше.
let's get further away from here.
Запросто.
Sure thing! I'm worried.
А ты знаешь, как найти в нашем лесу Деда Мороза?
Hey, Oya, do you know how to find Grandpa Frost in our forest? That's probably like Jack Frost. Oh, figure similar to Santa. Slavic mythology. Depicted wearing a heel-length fur coat in red or blue. Semi-round fur hat. Oh. His face is adorned by a long white beard. He walks with a long magic. Had to bring presents to well-behaving children. Okay. So a New Year's Eve Santa, basically. That's neat. My little sister's eyes widened. How?
Нужно идти по сладкой тропинке.
You need to follow the sweet trail. Lisa bent down and took a candy out of the snow. Olia raised her hands in amazement. She gave me a she gave me an inquiring look. I nodded. My sister munched on the candy.
У нас что?
Hey, do we
В лесу завелся Дед
have Grandpa Frost in our forest?
Почему? Ты мне не рассказывала.
Why didn't you tell me?
Я рассказывала.
I did.
Сегодня днем.
This afternoon.
Но ведь днем я сплю.
But I sleep during the day.
Ага. Вот я и рассказывала, пока ты спала.
Right, I told you while you were sleeping. Whoa, 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 we got tail animation! Lisa dashed away, wiggling her red tail like a torch's flame. Leia went after her without thinking and laughed after taking another candy out of a snow pile. Yo, the animation kind of goes hard.
Вы такие бодрые. На вас аж смотреть противно.
You're so lively, it makes me sick to the stomach.
Ты давай не зевай.
And you stop being so passive.
Лучше лучше беги с нами к Деду Морозу, пока все подарки не разобрали.
I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried, man. Run with us to Grandpa Frost, where there are still presents left.
Скажешь.
No way.
Скорее уж мне на голову свалится 3 кило конфет, чем я поверю в байки лисицы.
I won't believe the fox's tale unless 10 pounds of sweets drop on my head right now. Aww. The aforementioned sweets start raining down the bear's head. I couldn't stop myself from laughing at him, ouching and bobbing his head up and down. Icy streets glistened in the snow. Teddy sneezed and pulled a little bear in the north candy out of his ear. I take an hour-long nap and then count all these chocolates. I suspect there are no more than 3 pounds here. Eliza shouted at us from the other side of the forest. Maybe in another life. Hurry up! Grandpa Frost is already tired of waiting for you in his castle. I shrugged and ran, spreading loose into the grip of fear I felt all this time. Something around was past my temple. I decided it was a snowball, but then Olya proclaimed, Zephyr! What is that? Soft confectionery, popular post-Soviet countries. Made by whipping fruit and berry puree with sugar and egg whites with subsequent addition of gelling agent. Its chocolate-coated variant shares the same family of treats with the... Oh! I see. Interesting. Don't pick it up. It's dirty. Do you believe in microbes? And you don't? I used to. Graceful rows of colossal pines greeted us with their rustling paws. Snow drifted upward into the endless black sky, just like last time. Snow piles lightened up like melted silver. So pretty, and I thought the forest was scary. Parents told us scary stories of the forest, apple and snow. But we weren't one bit worried playing with her when moon glows. I did my best to keep track of Olya's movement, but it was a difficult task. My sister would jump inside bushes, get more candy only to get back to the trail laughing. Hootie flew over our heads, landed on a branch, and started hooting and shaking her head. Wolfie dug into the snow with his face, dragging out a pile of bubblegum, and swallowed it without taking off the wrapper. Your tummy will hurt! Wolfie got scared and spat out the bubblegum. Oh! Lies! Nasty lies! Tummy aches don't exist! All that nonsense only happens to grown-ups. Elisa stopped in her tracks and moved to a canopy of intertwined branches to the side in a pompous manner, like you would open the curtains in theater. What the hell is this? Behind the obstacle lay a clearing. There stood an ice castle glistening with silver. Is this real? Should I pinch you? There's no need to pinch her. Stared at the sparkling miracle. Its towers and walls were made out of snow and icy marble. I hear a calming sound of ringing little bells. There's also a smell of chocolate and burnt sugar in the air. Oh, this is where they live. Welcome to our humble abode. Come in. Had to invite us twice. We entered the castle, spinning around and squinting from the blinding sparkles. Grandpa Frost sat atop a shiny throne. Puffy pom-poms swung atop the 2 peaks of his hat. A snow-white beard covered his kind smile. He looked just like I imagined him back in the day when I still believed in Mom's fairy tales. Tall, strong, and hairy, radiating frost and warmth at the same time. His voice, low and syrupy, enveloped me like the smoke of a festive bonfire. Okay, hi.
Ох, и намучились же вы, ребятки, пока сюда добирались.
You probably got tired while getting here, my dear children.
Что ты, дедушка? Мы быстро дошли.
Oh no, Grandpa, we got here really fast. My sister spoke with the castle's master like she never spoke with adults, in a lively, carefree manner. As if they were the same age.
Знаю. Все знаю.
Of course, I know all about it.
Мне мои друзья докладывают.
I have lots of friends and they tell me everything.
Кто был покладистым весь год, того подарок утром ждет.
If you're diligent all year, I will bring you gifts, my dear.
А кто ленился и грустил, пускай он дедушку простит.
If you're lazy and upset, please forgive this kind old man.
Лентяем и грустяем конфет не запасаем.
Candy won't encounter lazy bones and downers.
А я не ленилась.
I'm not lazy.
И о том.
This too. I know. He gave us a long, evaluating look. His real face was hidden under the Grandpa Frost mask. I was just standing there, unblinking, my gaze glued to the old man. I could accept children living in the forest and fantastical jumps toward the moon, but seeing Grandpa Frost in his frozen castle left me completely speechless.
Есть у меня для вас
Oh, God.
особенное.
I have something special for you two. A sack appeared in his giant hand. My nostrils got attacked by the aroma of cocoa halva and tangerines. What's halva? Confectionery, Persia. Oh dear, Grandpa Frost, give me a hot goth baddie. Nah, Grandpa Frost only gives candy. And tangerines.
Спасибо, но мы уже ели конфеты.
Thank you, but we've already eaten some candy. Grandpa Frost pierced me with his eyes.
Разве то конфеты были? Так, одно название.
Ah, you call that candy? That was nothing.
Вот у меня конфеты волшебные. Прямиком из Небыляндии привезён.
Is this a way to tempt children and steal them away? The candy is special, straight from Neverland.
Из Небыляндии?
From Neverland?
Сразу бы вам их дал. Заслужили.
I'd give them to you right away. You clearly deserve them.
Но есть правила.
The rules are rules.
Надобно вам 3 дедушкины загадки отгадать.
need to
Попробуйте.
You need to solve 3 of Grandpa's riddles. Want to try? I tried splitting my parched lips apart, but Oya was the first to reply. Yeah!
Тогда слушайте первую.
Here comes the first one.
В нем живут машины и хранятся шины.
It's a home for cars and all sorts of tires. I look around at the masked children. They stood without moving in the corners, but their shadows danced on the walls. I heard a low hum in my confusion. I thought it was the sound of their rumbling stomachs. A garage!
Верно.
Correct!
Теперь вторая загадка. Подключайся, Антон.
Now on to the second one. You try to solve it too, Anton.
Весь день ходит, как тень. Посудой гремит, на всех шипит.
All day long, to the shadows they belong. They rattle the plates and hiss at their mates. My eyebrows shot up in confusion.
Мама?
Bombs? Oya raised her hand.
Можно я?
Can I? Can I?
Это кошка.
It's a kitty!
Верно.
Aw.
Осталось последний
I don't think I want the
загадка, и
gift.
Подарки ваши.
Correct. Here's the last one. Solve it and the gifts are yours. Oh, but what a stroke of bad luck, my dear children.
Запамятовал я, о чем же была эта загадка.
I completely forgot what the riddle was about.
А может, наши друзья-зверята нам подскажут?
Maybe our little animal friends can help us out? Children in costumes surrounded us, laughing and stomping. We'll just start spinning in a crazed roundelay. That somewhat reminded me of the dance under the window on that faithful night. Grandpa Frost sits on his throne and the kids he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come and open your old sack! Grandpa Frost bursts out laughing, satisfied.
Убедили старика. Получайте.
Alright, you proved yourself to this old man. Here you go. Scattered a mountain of sweets from a scarlet sack, and some of which I've never seen in commercials before. Bubblegum of all shapes and colors with tasty aromas and inserts sticking out. Oh, Milky Way! Oh, Twix! Twixie! Oh, Kinder Surprise! Oh, Bounty, bars, Snickers. Ooh. Lollipops the size of a fist and tangerines the size of Olya's head. And also Snickers, Mars, Bounty bars, and Kinder Surprise eggs that we haven't eaten for so long already. Wow, thank you! I wiped away the tears of joy with my sleeve until my inner voice persuaded me to get rid of all doubts. Let me have all that. Yeah, same. It's been a while since I had Kinder Surprise. This is exactly what I wanted for my sister and myself. A true Neverland without bullying and taboos. Finally gonna be happy. Grandpa Frost straightened up as he left his throne and threw his hands into the air over the treats. Actually, it's Twixie. Get it right. Animals that stood to the sides also raised their paws. Their eyes sparkled brighter than precious gems, so small was wet with saliva. Feast, my children! Look at them. Animal kids rushed to devour candy one by one, pushing each other and growling. Their faces were smeared with something dark. Olya grabbed the closest candy and tore off the wrapper. I feel like it's not candy. I can only accept. I fished out the most tasty looking candy from the pile of sweets on the floor. Oh, I get color again. Then took a bite. Milk chocolate melted in my mouth. I applaud your bold decision. Now it's time for you to play. Oh! I will grant your deepest wishes. Let me lighten up your day.
Anton, смотри!
Oh, she has like chocolate all over her. Anton, look! Let's hope they're not eating people. Yeah, I pray as well. This has been all too wholesome. That's so interesting. We haven't seen her in color. Anton, look! My sister's face was smeared in chocolate and I was about to reprimand her. Words got stuck in my throat. Oh, a tree! A giant spruce shot toward the stars and disappeared somewhere in outer space, crowned by a giant moon. Giant balls shined on its branches. Garlands of light gleamed with all the colors of the rainbow. It is blood goodies! The roof disappeared and myriads of constellations sprawled on the night sky above us. Oh, that's pretty. Music, laughter, the smell of evergreen and sweets. And Teddy, Wolfie, and Hootie dancing beside us, the snowflakes floating backwards. I burst out laughing, touched by the bushy golden tinsel. It was all real! Is that it? Are you talking about Neverland by any chance? Is this Neverland? Elisa performed a theatric bow. Christmas balls gleamed and shimmered, and my soul shimmered in unison with them. I was becoming the magic winter forest, the soft evergreen, all the constellations at the same time. Welcome home! I don't trust it! This is where my home always was. The snow sparkled, almost blinding me. Olya started spinning in a dance. She grabbed candy in each of her hands. Oh, look at her do! Look at her go with her little dance! Oh, he's struggling Kinder Surprise eggs! Did you see that? Consoles, handheld games, dolls, and Transformer figures lay under the spruce as if they were brought here by trucks. Is this for us? I realized I was also dancing, so I replied while moving. It's a bit too much just for the two of us. I'd share with somebody. And what do you think? Only if it's somebody nice. A group of children stood at the edge of the woods, their enchanted gazes directed at our celebration. Hey! I jumped across the whole clearing and guided to the ground near them. Wanna come to us? Can we? Of course! This feels like Hansel and Gretel. That's the vibes I'm getting. The kids took each other by the hand and led their procession toward the gifts. There was no better feeling than leading someone on the road to their dreams. The holiday party was finally in full swing. Every holiday, just like the beautiful apple, always sat a nasty little worm called Transcendience. Yet here, under the bristly paws of a magnificent spruce, holidays never ended. Are you happy, Tosha? I am. Up in the sky, majestic fireworks went off, illuminating the dancing figures. My eyes wetted. My muscles sprung up. I tilted my head backward to look at the moon and screamed at the top of my lungs from overflowing emotion. Are you happy, bunny? I jumped toward the stars and did a flip. All of Neverland could hear my scream. I am happy! I don't like that they keep calling me bunny. That was pretty, though. The first time in the long days I've spent in the new house, I woke up with a smile on my face. This time, happiness had a tight grip on me, stretched, enjoying the sweet sensation with every cell of my body. Oh boy. Oh boy, howdy. I'm gonna continue, but I want to do a quick BRB because I gotta go bathroom, so I'll be right back. Back, ballers. Back. Ah. I am very confused about, like, the Frost dude. But that's fine. I'm confused about him. I want to learn more about him. I don't know how he plays into everything. But, you know what? Let's continue. This time, happiness had a tight grip on me. I stretched, enjoying the sweet sensation of every cell in my body. Outside, I could hear the joyful chirping of a beautiful red-chested bullfinches who celebrated the bright January sun. Their chirping granted me hope that the naked forest outside my window would someday turn into a lush paradise for my parents and my sister. The corridor was filled with dog barks and the patter of tiny feet. The door to my room flew open, greeting me with a warm breeze. from a freshly made coffee. What? Zulka! Zulka, I haven't seen you in a while. Maya stood in the doorway, shining with happiness, holding the cute Zulka, who wriggled both her body and her tail.
Тоша, гляди, гляди! Папа разрешил ей остаться!
Look, Tosha, look! Papa said she could stay! Tears of joy formed in my little sister's eyes.
У меня теперь есть собака!
I have my own dog now! I couldn't help but jump up from my bed upon hearing this wonderful news.
Да ведь это же Жулька.
That's Zulka!
Сам ты жулька! Ее зовут принцесса.
Zulka? No, her name is Princess.
Да, ваше высочество?
Right, your highness? Dog barked in agreement.
Тук-тук. Можно к вам?
What is happening? Why is everything so dandy and nice? Where's the horror? Knock knock, can I come in? To my complete surprise, Deb stepped through the doorway, smiling and hugging Mom, which was outright bizarre. Yeah, what the fuck is happening? Is their marriage, like, miraculously repaired or something? What is happening?
Как тебе пополнение?
What do you think of our new family member?
Мне эта дуреха под колеса бросилась, еле вырулил.
I don't like this. This seems so weirdly nice. This idiot threw herself into my car, under my car. I barely avoided her. This game is good at making you feel uncomfortable, true.
Машину поцарапал, думал, голыми руками удавлю.
I got my car scratched. Thought I'd choke her with my own two hands.
Заглянул ей в глаза. Они такие...
Then I looked her in the eye and there I saw, how should I put it? Intelligence.
Во! А сама дрожит вся.
Yeah, and the poor thing was shaking all over.
Ну, говорю, ладно, доедешь со мной до дома и сиденье не обгадишь, тогда оставайся.
And then I said, alright, if you manage to make it home without soiling my seats, I'll let you stay.
Принцессы не гадят.
Princesses can't soil anything. We laughed in unison, just like the good old days, when every little thing could easily make us burst out laughing.
Чего замолчал? Давай, продолжай.
Well, why did you stop? Continue with your stories. Mom gave Dad a cunning look, and he turned away, red as a beet. They were acting like total
А
kids.
еще из хороших новостей. Ваш папа...
Why is everything good happening? No! This can't actually be happening. What? There's more good news. Your dad got a promotion.
Грешно, конечно, радоваться, ведь старший бухгалтер пропал все-таки.
I shouldn't exactly be happy about it since the chief accountant went missing it all.
Но, как говорится,
But-
нет худа без добра.
What do you know? For us, it's a silver lining.
Это значит, тебя чаще не будет дома?
Does that mean you'll be away from home more?
Это значит двойную надбавку плюс премии.
That means double the bonuses.
Правильно, Карина.
That's right, Karina.
Так что готовьтесь. На следующей неделе нас всех ждет
Oh my god, we're
семейное
going to
путешествие.
Disney? It means you should all prepare for a family trip next week. My heart started beating faster after those words. Where? Ollie even loosened her grip on the stray.
Неужели в Макдональдс?
The dead smile scares me, me too. We're going to McDonald's?
Скажешь тоже. вот.
Come on, Olya.
Бери выше.
Aim
Мы давно уже
higher.
планировали эту поездку, да все не получалось.
We've been planning this trip for a long time, but something always messed it up.
Вы уж простите нас, ребятки.
We're sorry about that, kids. What is the the Chad meme face? Actually, shit, you're right. Mom wiped away a tear with her fist.
Да ладно тебе, Карин. Все в прошлом.
This is no. Okay, Karina. Now it's all in the past.
В общем, собирайте чемоданы.
Oh my god,
летим в
Disneyland!
Диснейленд!
Anyway, gather your things. We're going flying to Disney. Oh my god, Disneyland! My sister and I jumped up to the ceiling with joy. The dog also got excited from the passionate speech and joined us. What the fuck is this? Hurrah! Disneyland! Disneyland! Our jubilant screams filled the house, rushed through the attic and drain pipes, flew across the front yard, and sneaked to the shining white forest. Okay, so far this chapter, it seems so disconnected from everything else. Taking the scary D word away with it. I swear that I'll remember this day forever. The day where my parents finally dropped their masks, and underneath them were the faces of parents we always knew and loved. That's not true. That's not actually happening, is it? Lilia still hadn't returned from school after Katya went missing, so today I was able to get a good night's sleep, and Went to school when it was already bright outside. Trail led to snow, white plain with blackened houses in the background. It pumped out gray smoke that carried the smell of birch and pine logs. The freezing cold of the night had finally let up. It fell into slumber until the early sunlight. Ice sparkles appeared on the white caps atop the houses. I stopped, confident that nobody could spoil my good mood today. Not even my personal tormentor. Or his nasty crony, Yasha. Not even the shining knife that threatened to cut me up like a dead fish. Not even the mix of disdain and pity in Paulina's rare glances. All of that was left in the past, forgotten like a bad dream. All that was gone forever. A cow let out a long moo somewhere in the distance. I fell out of my fleeting daydream and walked toward, crunching the snow blanket under my soles. Fluffy clouds floated above my head. I recognized the friendly shapes of animal kids in them. Suddenly, a snowball landed on my back. Girlish laughter that reminded me of a small ringing bell, and the spring breeze tickled my ears. I turned around, expecting to see her, my lovely guide into the dream world, my dear Eliza. Yet instead of a fox girl, Paulina stood there in the trodden path behind me with her faithful violin case in hand.
Опять Петров ворон считаешь?
Got your head in the clouds again, huh, Petrov? She lunged at me with contagious laughter, locking her arms around my neck. I stood there in awe, drowning in the sweet aroma of her perfume.
Что с тобой?
Did something happen? What? Let me guess, she wants to be my girlfriend now. Everything good's happening. Why? She flashed me an embarrassed smile, and I saw her cornflower-colored eyes gleam.
Дедушка мой,
My grandpa, he...
он снова может ходить,
Oh.
представляешь?
Why is everything good happening? He can walk again, can you believe it?
В это даже сельский врач не верил, а он будто назло ему встал и пошел.
The local doctor had no faith in him, but it's like he stood up and started walking just to spite him.
О, это самый счастливый день в моей жизни, Антон!
This is the happiest day of my life, Anton! She dug her face deep into my chest, tightening her grip on my neck as if it was more than just a friend to her. I started looking around, anxious.
Нас могут увидеть.
Paulina, somebody could see us.
Из-за Пятифанова беспокоишься?
Are we worried about...
Брось ты это дело. Его и след простыл.
Oh god, he went missing. Well, I ain't worried for nothing. He has not been seen for a while. I cautiously parted with Paulina, trying to understand whether it was somewhat of a prank or the truth.
Ну ты чего, не веришь, что ли?
Wait, you don't believe me?
К нам вчера, буквально ночью, старший лейтенант Тихонов
That
приезжал.
officer came to our house just last night.
Так и так, Бяша потерялся, а вместе с ним и дружок его Рум.
Oh. Wow, great. He said Biasha, along with his buddy Rumka, went missing. A group of skiers guided past us straight into the forest. She leaned into my ear, sharing her whisper with me, her eyes still locked on the skiers.
Как я поняла, во всех этих исчезновениях Тихонов подозревает Пятифанова.
Oh, as far as I know, Tikhonov suspects that all previous cases were Lulu's fault.
Да ладно.
No way!
Я сама в шоке.
I was shocked myself.
По слухам, у Ромки того. Совсем шарики за ролики заехали.
There are rumors that Romka, well, went off the deep end.
Да я, в принципе, и не удивлена.
I mean, I'm not exactly surprised to hear that.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
What do you mean?
А ты не знал? Он из проблемной семьи.
Haven't you heard? He's from a very troubled family.
Даже думать не хочу, что творилось у них дома.
I don't even want to imagine what had been going on in their home. Romka always seemed excessively aggressive to me, always angry at everyone without a good reason. And the darkness that he harbored within overflowed into the outside world and led to multiple small innocent souls to their demise as well as his own. It was hard to believe, but the first time I laid my eyes on Romka, I thought that things would end this way.
Пойдем скорее, а то опоздаем.
Let's move or we're gonna be late. I grabbed my hand and started running along the village road, accompanied by joyful laughter. With every step, every laugh, every joke, the warmth I thought I'd forgotten enveloped my heart more and more. The all-consuming feeling of falling in love came back to me, this time for good it seemed. Why are only good things happening other than people disappearing? But it's my enemies. So he's probably happy. I am so confused. I tried letting go of Paulina's hand near the classroom entrance, embarrassed that our classmates might taunt us. It was as if Paulina didn't care at all. She only gripped my palm even harder when opening the door. She was right. Now that the cunning Katya, the heartless Romka, and the sneering Yasha were gone, our class looked as if it was sanitized from parasites. We became friendlier, kinder. I didn't get looks overflowing with hatred anymore. There was nobody to spit a ball of chewed paper at me through an empty shell of a ball pen. Sat at my lonely desk when Paulina joined me. I wasn't surprised at all. She was so charming that I could call her my muse. What the fuck is happening? What? A wave of inspiration hit me, and I couldn't help but pull my sketchbook out of my bag. I looked at the pencil lead, eyes glued to my model. He smiled at me again. Is this a freaking dream? Like, is it? What's on your mind? No worries. A professional at work here. Drafted the shapes of her mesmerizing figure. You know, I've watched you from here often. She glanced at her former desk, then fixed a strand of hair behind her ear in embarrassment. Really? I outlined her cute cheeks with multiple wide lines. It was the first time I was able to grasp somebody's proportions so precisely. Paulina. Yes, Anton? Froze in place, afraid of disrupting my work with one wrong move to dispel the magic of the moment. Lean here a bit more, please. Yes, like this. Good. Choking from anxiousness, Paulina loosened the knot of her handkerchief. I've always wanted to draw you. What the fuck is happening? This has to be a dream. There's no way everything's all happy, hunky-dory now. Like, what? Our eyes met. My pencil slid across the paper furiously, adding to the shading of her chest. Say, would you like to become the main heroine of my comic? Ew! Don't make that face at me ever again! Yeah, this has to be a dream. I'm waiting for you to ask, darling. The lead couldn't endure all the tension and cracked, bursting into a million tiny pieces. I just got an achievement. Couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the drawing. Oh! I was looking at a terrible daub in the place where Paulina's face was just a second ago, now rested in some sort of formless mess. It took me some time to realize that I was sitting alone in an empty classroom. With only the specks of dust flying in the moonlight as my company. It was dark outside. My classmates, Paulina, the feeling of euphoria, all of them were gone. Somebody wrote down a nursery rhyme on the blackboard with a piece of chalk, but some of the words were wiped out and only could read bits and pieces. 1, 2, funny, meat. I was no longer smirking like an idiot. I stood up, pinched myself in the wrist. A ringing silence engulfed me. There was a taste of vomit in my mouth, and my ears buzzed like from an endless scream, full of despair and horror.
Hey, кто-нибудь!
Well, yeah, that I knew it had to be a dream. Hey, is there anyone out here? Shadows swarmed in the corridor. I went past boarded up classrooms, past the rotten spots on the walls and silvery cobwebs. Spiders crawled under the ceiling. Lamps flickered anxiously. I stopped before the noseboard, stunned. Hundreds of new photos were added to those Simon and Katya. Black and white printouts were glued on top of each other. The horrific collage of childish faces stared at me with empty eye sockets. Unable to endure the torturing stares of those watchful gaping holes, I ran up to school. What the fuck? I crossed the front yard and reached the road where the wind was whipping up powdery snow. No people, no cars, no birds. Low clouds got stung on chimneys. Windows that looked like they were painted over with ink. Photos of missing people enveloped lampposts and fences like paper skin. Mostly kids, but some adults too. Felt like all the people who once lived in this village now became black and white ghosts in the photos with a missing person label. I dragged my feet toward forward along the dead street. The houses and their windows smashed. The wind made itself at home there, wandering in the rooms. Every gust made the front doors swing. Kids' coats hung from the fences. Their sleeves moved, stretched out toward me. An empty village, an empty husk. What happened here? An overthrown waste bin rumbled across the back alley. Something flashed inside the window frames of a charred village store. I ran away from its sooty facade, and I heard a guttural roar coming from the well. I started walking faster, trying not to pay any mind to the darkness inside the front yards, inside the bloody doghouses, inside the crooked shacks. The moon appeared from under the clouds. Something flew over my head in this draining silence, as if a crop duster flew from one roof to another. A huge shadow loomed over me. I rushed to the night, hoping that I wasn't noticed. A small green house in front of me was my shelter. I pushed the gate, crouched, and scampered toward the porch. I tugged at the doorknob. The front door was open. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I don't want to be looking there. Wheelchair rolled out of the darkness, almost hitting me, tumbled down the stairs, clanging with its wheels, and stopped near an apple tree. I followed it with round eyes, then turned my gaze inside the house again. The corridor was obscured by the dark, empty frames of the walls, glass shards on the floor. Is there anybody here? Oh god, don't. No. I heard growling in reply. Oh my god! What is that? From around the corner at the end of the corridor, a furry paw appeared, and after it, a scary beast face with a pair of burning eyes. A huge, overweight beast crawled out on its belly, writhing like a snake. It could barely fit inside the corridor's mouth. It squeezed forward, clawing at the floorboards. Its maws changed like a bear trap inches away from my face. The beast got stuck. It banked its paws on the walls, spitting saliva in every direction. I turned around. I needed to get the hell out of this nightmare. Hunchback owl, bigger than average human, landed in the front gate and stood in my way. Its beak kept on clicking. The snowpall bulged nearby, and something reminiscent of a giant shrew crawled into the outside. I fell to my knees as if praying to these eldritch creatures. A figure draped in a dirty fox scalp crawled out of a dark hole, smiling with all its teeth. Its tail dragged after it, just a piece of vertebrae laced in torn sinews. The creatures' bodies became extremely distorted, and I was going insane. It seemed small to me one moment as a small child, only to stretch higher than any of the desolate houses the next. Man-eating creatures towered over me. Something kept on writhing in their stomachs as if looking for a way out. The longer they stared at me, the wider their twisted smiles, their death masks became. We had such a long feast. The mutilated fox taxidermy mouth licked its lips. Oh! The tongue looked like a black centipede, longer than my forearm. Nasty insect ran between the razor-sharp teeth and dropped into the bottomless pit that could swallow the whole world. Hoot hoot, sweet meat, juicy meat. Oh yeah, great. We devour it and we won't stop. There was nothing human about their speech. It was all animalistic growls and bird-like whizzes. But I was able to understand every word as if we were speaking the same language. It's a shame you couldn't catch up with us, Bunny. You couldn't bite the moon. You stole my food, traitors. You refused to eat your family, remember? What? What? Pathetic meat, worthless meat. You were absolutely useless, brother. You make me sick. Shame! Shame! Indescribable horror gripped me when the laughing beasts held their paws toward me. And suddenly the thing that pretended to be a fox started barking loudly. Ugh. It's time. It's his time to bring the treats. Good for nothing. Let him fulfill his mission. Oh God. I'll be waiting for some meat from you tomorrow night or else. Or else. Or else. Or else. Or else we'll eat your entire family. Monsters formed a circle around me and started dancing. I screamed. Huge eyes, fangs, claws flashed in front of me, blurring into a string of colorful spots and smudges. 1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. 6, on end, the wolf scraper will stand. 7, 8, stomp your hooves and wait. A fox's face protruded from the fuzzy lights the beastly carcasses turned into. For the fox and for the bear, funny tasty meals prepare. A desperate cry, my cry, rumbled across the back streets of the desolate village. I will prepare! The circle broke up and I ran for my life. Felt like I was running into a snare trap. My head was splitting. Ugly images danced inside it, colliding, falling over, getting up and dancing again. 1, 2. They flapped their wings, poked my face with their beaks and their salivating maws. 3, 4, 5. They howled and jumped around and my eardrums were ready to pop, either from their screams or the internal pressure that fractured his skull from within. 6. My winter hat obscured my vision. It seemed like the whole sky tilted like a roof that's about to collapse. 7, 8. Snow crumbled from the sky like plaster. I ran through the empty streets, through the icy world, chased by a pack of beasts. Yet I couldn't see anybody when I turned around. I shut my eyes and hopped away from the ritual dance, then I went on inside my flared up mind. I squeezed my ears with my palms to suppress the noise. I just wanted to stop my head from cracking open. The sunrise found me deep inside the forest. Well, shit. Oh no, we're becoming the rabbit, and we're gonna have to provide meat for them. So it looks like, yeah, there is different routes. Oh, I didn't mean to press something. Funny, tasty meals prepare. Oh no, I'm gonna sacrifice people, aren't I? They're eating the missing kids, probably. Oh no. Oh, well, that'll be it for me today. Oh my goodness. It's just... I'm stressed out! I'm stressed out, but next Monday, we will be finishing Tiny Bunny. How feels to chew 5 gum? Probably. Alright, let me see what, let me see who I can raid into. I'm calling it here. What an interesting story. I will say, out of all the chapters, chapter 4, I think, is my least favorite. But I think we could get cliffhanger when the nightmare starts. The end of chapter 4 was good. The start of it, I was like, But looks like we're getting into it. All right, let's see. Who can I send you guys over to? Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. All right. Actually, I'm gonna switch to my chatting screen. What do you guys think of those 2 chapters we did today? I was not expecting to finish this chapter, but it wasn't a very long chapter. It wasn't very long compared to the earlier chapter. Dad also got a raise because someone went missing. That's true. I think parts of that were like a nightmare sequence, and then parts are like real. I think whatever entity it is trying to trick us to like get meat for it, it seems, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Made me feel uneasy, which is supposed to. Yeah, their eyes are scary in the dark. That is true. Yeah, like the first part of the chapter, I was like, eh, but then like it started getting a little uneasy with the Paulina stuff, and then it switched. That was a good switch. I wonder what's gonna happen now. Like, what's in store? All right. Let me see. So I think we're gonna raid into Lyra on the Twitch side of things. Lyra doesn't have raids open on the other site, sadly. I want the finger food made with real fingers. Yeah, we're probably gonna be feeding them people. We're gonna be feeding them people. I'm concerned. Wow, 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 wow. Raid man. Yeah, oh yeah, I gotta activate that command again. And also, hi Ferd. How are you doing? We finished chapter 3 and 4 of Tiny Bunny. But I think like our choices probably did impact on stuff. Got on second break. Yo, I'd be vibing, heck yeah. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time on Wednesday. Wednesday, I will be playing indie horror game called A Twisted Place. Looks very interesting. I'm excited to try it out. I think on the YouTube side, I don't know where to send you guys. I'll send you guys over to someone playing sledding game. Do that. Guessing Twisted Place isn't isn't about Twizzlers. It might be. Who knows? No. Thank you everybody for joining. I'll be seeing you guys on Wednesday for A Twisted Place, which I do hope to finish in one sitting. But anyways, bye for now. We're gonna go raid out. Bye.